like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, my guy Spinball Rex.
Hello.
We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We got young Chris,
Yes, we are.
JV, smooth on ones and twos.
Yes, we do.
What beat? What artist is this beat built for? Like Pharrell.
I was about to say Pharrell, for sure.
For kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
You're my favorite
This is a new one, JV?
Yeah, I think Sam put this in here.
Okay.
Pharrell
no, I
featuring-
don't like it.
Pharrell
No, I'm joking.
featuring
No, I hate it. No, I'm playing. Shout out Flannel Sam.
Yeah, I was about to say, what you got against
Music
Flannel
guy,
Sam?
for sure.
Big, yeah. Flannel Sam does. Flannel Sam is very specific about his music too.
Yeah.
At his wedding, Justin Lake requested a couple of songs. Flannel Sam denied.
Yeah.
He was like, "There's no way." And
What did he
blew
request?
hell. We talked about it. It was the one song.
It was Logic.
I don't know the words.
Knowing
Right?
Justin, it had to be Logic
How do
or
you not
Harry
know what song?
Styles.
You're talking about Careless Whispers?
Yes.
How did you get that out of that?
Just him humming it. Like,
Yeah.
it's from
it
movies,
wasn't
I
tuned.
know
What do you
that.
mean? You hum it. You hum it.
No.
Let's hear it.
No.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
No.
What up, there? Welcome back. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you do us a big favor and hit that like button before we get the show started. Light in content a little bit up until 30 minutes before the show. Mm-hmm. Your boy got some semi-breaking news.
You got some breaking news?
from my inside source, which I will say for a later topic because crazily enough, we have a topic that kind of like intertwines with this information too. I'm excited to drop that one. But aside from that, we got a bunch of BS, you know what I'm saying, in the intro, as we typically do. One of the pieces of BS is Will Anderson visiting with the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
He's not falling.
No.
Although, actually, he might.
No, he's not.
He might.
I don't think he is.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
A source.
Per source.
Per source.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Exactly.
Per source. I made it up.
No, you know how you've seen like some mocks where like there's been like Tyree over Will Anderson?
No.
There's been a couple of them. And the reason why is like there are like some inside buzz between like coaches and stuff like that. And when you watch his tape, Will Anderson specifically, if you pay attention, he's on the inside shade of like these tackles, head up or inside, and he's rushing inside. Versus last year, he was a little bit more like outwards. And I guess apparently he gained like 20 pounds. I don't know if that's for like whatever position the team wanted to play. He's also been playing inside. I haven't noticed that. I haven't watched his tape because I automatically assumed he was an A+ draft for whoever got him. But there's some concerns that he doesn't have like the twitch or bend like they expect him to have with the weight gain, and that Tyree Wilson does have it, and he's longer, bigger, more versatile, I guess is what some of the coaches' observations are.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't press the matter too hard just because like when you're having conversations with people like that, it's obviously like their football intellect is like here and mine is like here. I'll never deny that. But I still feel like he's a fucking beast.
Yes.
He's still at 10 sacks this year, but I wasn't going to question it again because the source, like they're having conversations.
Per source. Yeah.
per
They've
sources.
seen the people that they've talked to probably watched Will Anderson. Probably were at Will Anderson's games. And they know what they're looking for. So per source is always someone that you can trust.
Per
when
source.
it said per source, like source knows his shit.
No, but it
Or
was
her shit.
It's a coach. I'll tell you that. It was a coach. And
That
like,
you talked to?
It's a common theme throughout like defensive line coach. Like, and I'll do the homework too. We should do it just to confirm or not, because I never even noticed that was a thing. That this guy's been lining up inside a lot more often than he did the year before. And again, it could have been, but this is the caveat to it. The coach said that like it could have been requested per like the team.
Yeah.
Because you lose a draft class full of people, maybe they want you to play a different role. You know what I'm saying? And like if that, and then he said if that's the case, that's a positive side because he's willing to do anything for the team.
That's true.
So there's that news. But Will Anderson will be visiting with the Detroit Lions if all that craziness is true, and maybe he becomes a Detroit Lion. You never know.
I doubt it, but
You never know. What up though, Chris?
My only question is, in a perfect world where obviously this wouldn't happen, but you have Anthony Richardson, Jalen Carter, and Will Anderson all at 6. Like, how are you ranking them? Who are you taking?
You dirty motherfucker.
Who are you taking? When?
You dirty bastard.
probably impossible.
It is impossible, but
Chris, where are
just
you ranking them?
preference.
Yeah.
I am staying with what I've been saying, and that's actually no. Okay, I got it. Will Anderson 1, Anthony Richardson 2, Jalen Carter 3.
Ooh.
That would be mine. I'm a big fan of Will Anderson. I can't get it out of my head that first time we talked about him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like the numbers that
Yeah.
he's special, man.
And that's the thing too. Like when I have this conversation, and I'm just not going to question the guy that for sure knows football better than me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't question him on those facts or those observations. I don't hail in comparison to that gentleman who's helped escort people to like higher levels of football than I have. But that's what's being said. What?
You ain't escort nobody nowhere.
Huh?
I said you ain't escort nobody nowhere.
I did go to prom one
Yeah.
time.
Wait till Bryson's in Pee Wee. He's gonna be cracking skulls.
All right, ranking Will Anderson, Jalen Carter, and Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
I've been so gun ho on the theory of like the rookie contract with quarterbacks. I have to
fall
stick
on the
with
sword.
it. I've been that guy, so you know what? I'll go ahead. I'll put Anthony Richardson first.
Don't get
I'll be
entrenched
the
in your ways,
psychopath.
Easy. It's tacky.
It's all right. It's all right. It's right though.
I'd go Will Anderson, Jalen Carter, Anthony Richardson.
So I'm going for the Lions or for like just in general.
For the
Like
Lions.
off the
For the
board.
Lions.
For the Lions. Fuck. Anthony Richardson, Jalen Carter, Will Anderson.
Put a poll up, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
How would we do that one?
Just put who
Who's
would you
one?
take
Who's-
if they're all there.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. It's better than the murder topic I had.
Beautiful.
So.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like
It was this crazy story. It came on my YouTube screen this morning. I was like, what the like, it was a wild story.
it was about like the wild as like the girl that cut off her boyfriend's head. Wild. That was when
Yeah,
you had,
less wild than that. That's actually
That was
wild.
insane.
Because that happened during, allegedly, during sexual intercourse.
praying mantis.
Yeah, like, that's like some
Black Widow shit.
That is the wildest it's ever gotten. Honestly. I don't think there's too much topping that, to be honest with you. No pun intended. But do I get into this before we get into the poll? Give Chris some time to do the
Yeah,
poll. or
yeah.
what? All right.
What was it? I didn't even like. I saw this.
Yeah. Did you look it up?
No,
Okay. JB, did you look it up?
I'm good on seeing
No,
shit
I was
like
confused on who that was.
Yeah,
so.
it's not a video or anything like that. And I don't know if Chris is, because it's an up and coming rapper. His name was BTB Savage.
that. Okay.
Oh yes.
You heard about this?
Yeah, he was killed.
Oh,
got
see,
you.
I thought it was BTB
Savage murder.
murder.
I mean, it's kind of like that too. So allegedly, not allegedly, this all happened actually. So about I think February, he's like an up and coming rapper, and when Chris is done doing the poll, I'll have him throw the picture up, but
Yeah, I got you.
or the new one up because the other one I don't know if we were allowed to post.
Don't put Don't
Yeah.
put. that
It's
one
just the
up.
one.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then so this is upcoming rapper in San Antonio.
That's
And-
him?
Yep, that's BTB Savage. That's if you notice he has a cast on his arm, and that's before somebody a local artist reached out to him for a feature, and obviously he's like, yeah, it's like you pay me and we'll do like a little piece of promo and then we'll drop it. So then they met him at his house, the other guy who wanted the feature, BTB Savage's house, and they came inside and he's pulling out the money and he's like, everything's cool, like we got the money right here, like we just want to like do a social media piece or like record something, and then he was like, yo, the nephew, whatever, the artist, the uncle told the artist that wanted the feature, hey, we forgot some of the equipment in the car, go get it. And he was like, okay, cool. And then BTV Savage was, obviously grew up in less than ideal circumstances, was street smart, and thank God, luckily he locked the door. And he was like, the other guy was like, why you lock the door? He was like, it's just, PTSD thing, I got to. And then, sure as shit, yeah, the guy upped the pole on him. And then it was like fight for his life at that point. And then his kid was there too. And his girlfriend, luckily, they shot the guy, fought it off, whatever, killed the guy.
Damn.
But then you saw the picture before that we were going to post, but couldn't post. I was bragging about it. I mean, that is street cred, whatever. Went on Vlad TV, was bragging about the murder, and took the picture in the bloodstains holding a stack of cash. And less than, I think it was like 6 hours. 6 hours later, was executed. Not even like, not execution style, probably the wrong word, but was murdered. All black Subaru, all black hoodie, everything.
It was at a restaurant, right?
No, it was like somebody's shopping mall or something like that. But his arm too, like he couldn't even bust back or whatever, because at that point, because when his girlfriend killed the other guy, or helped kill the other guy, she shot his arm on accident. You know what I'm saying? Because they were like tussling, whatever. And then then he was murdered like less than 6 hours later, after like going on Vlad and kind of like bragging about it, I guess, if you will.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's wild. But by the way, if you
Should have been talking shit.
yeah, seriously though. I mean, like, and if you're in that situation, I'm not staying in the city if that goes
No,
down. Yeah, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, people are obviously after you at that point, even before the
Or
murder.
call some people, get some extra security.
Yeah.
Definitely not going in public.
Definitely not going in public.
Yeah, not going public.
Help me.
Not to, like, bragging about it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah,
That's damn way to kill the vibe, bro.
I know. I don't know how it came. It's popped on my YouTube screen. I just clicked it. I don't know why I clicked it. I have no clue why. Oh, because of the picture. Because the first picture's wild.
Yeah.
It's literally just him standing in, like, this guy's guts.
Hey yo.
Holding cash. Yeah, yo. But, yeah. That's the savage murder
wild,
of
man.
BT.
Well, yeah. I mean, shit, man.
So, is Jalen Carter winning this poll yet? Or
Yeah.
Will Anderson's dominating this poll.
Will Anderson dominating this poll? Well,
Pause.
And what's the
hey, yo.
what's it called, the Kid Rock shooting cases of Bud Light?
Oh, did we download that video?
I got that video, yeah.
This
I hate
one?
Kid
Redneck
Rock,
thing
dude.
I've seen
Yeah.
Kid
on
Rock
Twitter
is such
today.
a joke.
I'm hoping you guys can tell me about this one.
I know why you did it, but I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Dude, he
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today.
Oh my god.
Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Man, I could have drank
that.
How is that as clear and concise as possible, though? Like,
So like Bud Light made a new can about like supporting the LGBTQ
Wow.
community.
what's wrong with that?
Kid Rock is obviously a
What is
piece
wrong
of
with
shit.
that? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that is God. What a joke, man. Kid
That-
Rock is a joke.
I do
I'm
know
a cowboy, baby. I hate when it's like
that's a banger.
that is a
song
banger.
was fire.
That
That
is
is
a
a
banger.
banger.
But that's it. Everything else about Kid Rock is dog
Ball
shit.
with the ball, the bang,
That
diggy,
song
diggy.
sucks.
That song
That
is trash.
shit goes hard.
So
I mean, I don't know about the song, but I know that part.
Would they make fun of... No,
Ball
hold
with the
on.
ball,
Would
the dang, diggy, diggy.
Would they make fun of old school rap? Like, how do they not make fun of that?
Because I don't know if that
is-
was rap, was it?
it's
I know, but it's like when they say like old school rappers, like all they did is like I went to the hat store today and I got myself at. It's like no, make fun of that.
Yeah.
the
I went
ball, the bang,
down
piggy,
to the
piggy. Like what are you
court
saying?
and played some basketball.
Yeah.
No, but Kid Rock, dude, come on, man. Like,
Kick rocks.
just
I feel like that was attention, or you think he means
it
it?
is. It
Or a
is.
combination of both.
It is. It's a combination of both. He's an idiot. He does stuff like that all the time. He's a joke.
Yeah.
He's trying to get TikTok views apparently now.
That thing had 12 million views on Twitter.
Yeah, of course it did. 'Cause-
Because you're watching it back, Shine. What's the clear and concise message in this?
yeah,
Like,
bro.
that is wild. By the way, you I mean, he has the Bunny 2 burn, but like you supported it clearly if you bought the beer. And then
Yeah, it's
The video-
like I said,
that's-
just stupid. Like,
Yeah.
it's already there.
Yeah.
and plus, all publicity is good publicity. Now we're sitting here talking about Bud Light. Conversating why.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we're talking about Kid Rock apparently.
Can I read the lyrics just real quick before we go to break? Just
Yeah,
ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, diggy.
those aren't words.
Diggy said the boogie, said up, jump the boogie.
It's 7 words.
I wonder what he means by that.
Oh, it's clear and concise as possible.
What do you mean by
Clear
that?
as concise as possible.
Need the
bro.
genius breakdown for that.
Guys,
He looked like he got a haircut in that video though.
he did. He probably got it from Lady Jane's.
Ball with the ball.
Ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, diggy. It sounds like I'm having a stroke. So, you can come into Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment on your dream home up to $200,000. Lady Jane's is open 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Chompin' Puck.
He shoots. He scores.
With 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry. Chompin' Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Chompin' Puck. Saturdays 1 p.m. on WoodwardSports.com.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Get a shot up. This is for the win.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Ball with the ball, ta-dang, diggy, diggy. Welcome back to Woodward Sports.
That's pretty much, you might as well have said that. Make sure you leave a 5-star review. Podcast, 5-star. I'm a 5-star man.
That's a 5-star kid.
I'm a 5-star man.
I swear, dude. All right, hit the like button. Ball with the ball. You guys know what it is. Ball with the ball. You feel me?
We just bond and bond, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Bang the diggy diggy.
You feel me? We finna ball with the ball.
Over there. Ball walked over. I said, bang diggy diggy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Said the boogie. Said up, jump the boogie.
Yeah.
You're talking Sims up here.
Dude, I can't. I hate that guy.
All right.
It's such a joke.
Woodward, I'm not surprised by the Woodward Sports poll.
No, neither am I.
We asked you guys, like, you know, if they're all available, who would you take? Obviously, there's question about Anthony Richardson, what his final product is, if there is one. Is there a final form of Anthony Richardson? There's obviously off the field questions surrounding Jalen Carter, and there's not so many surrounding Will Anderson, at least to the naked eye.
Until you called him fat.
What?
Yeah, that's true.
What?
You fat shame Jalen Carter and Will Anderson now. It's the heavyweights we support.
I know, but I didn't fat shame him. We're just we're giving the information.
Hoof Harden said, "Does anyone ask Kid Rock exactly how you are supposed to upchuck the boogie?" That's a good question, man. Obviously, it's by spraying a case of Busch Light with an MP5 or whatever that was.
I could give a shit less with the. I guess actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it.
That was an MP5, wasn't it?
Like,
I don't know exactly. It looked like one.
You ever watch? I think it's Mean Girls. The beginning of Mean Girls is like, got him in the 12-gauge shotgun to protect us from homosexuals, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like that guy holding up Bud Light, dressed in like LGBTQ stuff. I guess I can see that guy having some beef with it.
from Joe Dirt, man. The role he didn't even have to play a role. He was just being himself.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's up, Dirt?
He used to be like highly regarded. Like everyone loves Kid Rock.
No,
everyone used to love him before the stuff.
I never loved Kid Rock.
You at least like respect him a little bit?
No.
Why?
Like you said, that one song is good.
Cowboy baby.
Yeah, that is a good song. I'll give him that. But
you know what else is good too? Oh, Summer Long.
That's the kind of music he should have been doing.
Yeah.
You know, that song was originally pitched to Bob Seger, and he turned it down.
That's crazy. It sounds exactly like a Bob Seger song.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a Bob Seger though.
Literally. To be honest with you, I don't think it would have been as big of a hit if it was Bob Seger, if I'm being honest.
Cap.
That's not Cap.
Cap.
Bob Seger's not making music anymore.
Cap.
He's not relevant anymore. That's not.
Neither is Kid Rock.
When he dropped that song, it was.
Bob Seger would have. That would have been a way better song if it was Bob Seger.
It would have been better. Yes. No, I agree. I agree with that. What?
Listen to Bob Seger, man. He does shit like that. Dude, it's literally, you could be like, summertime in northern Michigan. Like, Bob Seger would have murdered that song. Don't disrespect Bob Seger.
No, I'm not disrespecting Bob Seger. I agree that it would have been a better song. I would say it sold better under Kid Rock. That's all I'm saying.
It would have sold
it's like a
just as well, if not better, if Bob Seger would have done it.
No way, because it became like a country
Bob Seger is respected as an artist.
That's okay. That doesn't change anything.
It would have done better numbers.
Is Kendrick respected as an artist?
Yes.
Does he do better numbers than Drake?
No. Don't compare Kendrick to Drake.
Yeah.
That is one song.
But that's in essence that's
he
what
didn't
it is.
Write that. No, the song would have done equally as well.
If
it was Bob Seger.
How's this for you? Name the last song Bob Seger did.
I can't tell you the last song he did.
All right, name the last hit you did.
He has a lot of hits.
Name the last one.
I don't know his discography.
Exactly.
Name the last song Kid Rock did.
That one. The last
That's
hit?
probably not
the
true.
last hit you
That
did?
probably is his last hit.
Yeah,
but that
that's
would have
what
been
I'm
Bob
saying.
Seger's last hit if
It
he would have
wouldn't
done
have
it.
been. I promise you
Dude,
would've been.
that's just no.
Kid
That's-
Rock's got the country people. Dude, Bob Seger's
Bob
only
Seger's
on
got
old band
country
radio.
people.
Does he?
Bob
Yeah.
Seger.
Yeah,
hold
Bob
on.
Seger's not played on country radio.
Bob
Seger
Seger
would
has
get
sold
plays.
over 50 million albums.
Yes.
Who are
I'm
we
not telling you
talking
Bob
about?
Seger's a bad artist.
Against
50
the
million
wind.
albums.
But that song wouldn't have popped off as big as it did with Bob as it did
I
Kid
disagree.
Rock. I
Still running against the
I
wind.
know it because neither of you could tell me his last hit.
The only reason you can say Kid Rock's last hit was because it was that song that he didn't even write.
But he's just more relevant. His last hit was still earlier.
And if Bob Seger would have done it, it would have been his last hit and would have done just as good, if not
I
better.
don't think so. I'd bet $1 million against that. to be
Bob
honest with you.
I'd
Seger's
bet
catalog.
$10 million for
Like the
it.
song actually probably would have even been better with Bob Seger.
Yes, it
But
would.
it wouldn't have been as big of a hit. That's
Yes,
all
it
I'm
would
saying.
have.
It's the same. It's the
So
future.
it's the same
effect.
song
It's like-
better, but it wouldn't have been as successful. Got it.
Correct. I'll tell you. Okay, is Bob Seger played on country radio?
I don't know what plays on country radio.
Probably.
He's not.
You listen to country radio a lot?
I do.
All the time.
Cat.
What do you mean? You know I listen to
You
country.
don't listen to radio.
No, I don't listen.
Nobody
to radio.
listens to radio.
I actually not enough to like. I guess know what's played on country.
Yeah,
radio.
nobody
No.
listens to radio.
But no, Bob Seger's not played on country radio.
Neither is Kid Rock.
Kid Rock is definitely played on country radio.
That song.
That I know. No. More songs than that. I promise you that.
I
used to
can't
work.
name you 4 Kid Rock songs.
I think we did like within the show.
No, I know those 3.
Did we get to 3?
Ball with the ball. We got
Ball with the
three.
ball.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever
All
that
summer.
song.
Ball with the ball.
All summer long.
All summer long.
And American Cow, Real American, whatever that song's called.
What are you talking about?
Cowboy.
Cowboy, yeah.
Real American.
Real
Cowboy.
American Cowboy.
Just renaming the whole song. There's a fourth one, man. I feel like I'll find it. Picture away.
I
Banger.
put your picture
That
away.
see, that's on country radio.
That's a good song.
That's yeah.
Sat down and cried today.
My point being is like he's just
That's a go-to karaoke song.
that stuff. Yeah,
that's-
I told you that.
No.
Or that's just like everyone knows
No,
that.
it's what?
Especially you trying to slide in that night.
Oh yeah,
fam.
I was gonna do it with Kathy.
Hit the slide in, Kathy.
No, I was gonna do the. I was gonna do a picture away with
I
Kathy.
mean, that'd be the one to slide in with.
Yeah.
To be honest, if we're being fair. Yeah, she writes the checks. She does make the checks.
Yep.
What were you saying, Chris?
Just retire early.
Yeah. It'd be like what's Office Space? It's like a penny off of every
Yeah,
Every
a
check.
fraction of a cent off of every
transaction.
transaction.
I'm with the shits.
Listen to "We the People" by Kid Rock, Sapper 18. No.
No. I do not want to hear Kid Rock address the people
Yeah,
ever.
first of all,
Yeah, no longer.
I already could tell you what that song's about, and it's probably trash. 2, it's Kid Rock. So no, I'm good.
No. Hard pass.
Hard pass.
All right. We had a football topic.
We did.
And it just rolled into this.
I mean, we can keep going.
We might as well.
We're
All
gonna
right.
get into football topics.
We will. I promise you
We
guys
got
we're going
plenty.
to talk
We've been
football.
talking football for all year.
I
I
know,
want to
and-
talk about Kid Rock.
And it's reached a point. You look like Kid Rock 8, Kid Rock.
We got Fat Kid Rock and Fat Keenan Allen, brought to you by the Woodward Sports
We got a
Network.
husky Kid Rock in the building.
Oh man, I'd rather eat Kid Rock than listen to his music. I'll tell you that. I look like Kid Rock before he started dabbling in meth.
Fuck, man. I also can't unsee it now either.
Bow, nigga, bow, da, bang, da, bang, da. That's gonna be the thumbnail tomorrow for sure.
Yes. Please. Can we remake the video with you?
No.
Just shooting
First of all, I
something
don't have a gun. I can. You got a Nerf gun or something?
Yeah, we use Nerf gun.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to be on guns yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. My boy Trill's got a K.
Jesus, man. All right. I'll
I don't want to waste
recommend
Bud
it.
Light like that though.
What's your least favorite beer? Coors?
Bud Light probably, or Coors Light.
Yeah. A lot of people say Coors tastes like piss.
It's water.
So Coors we're shooting, or you're
I
shooting?
don't want to shoot beer.
I don't wanna shoot
waste
anything.
beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it sucks, I'll still drink it.
You know what? You know what I don't. You know what I fucking hate? Jaeger.
I hate Jaeger.
Jaeger's fucking
I
disgusting.
hate Fireball.
I don't know why that was ever a
Yes.
thing.
Fireball
We should shoot some
sucks.
Jaeger.
Fireball is garbage.
We're too poor to be buying liquor just to shoot.
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
why don't
can't
you just do empty cans?
Also, you know what? Too, if you're as
I
rich as
gotta
Kid Rock,
return those, JB.
yeah, bro.
It's 10 cents.
If you're as rich as Kid Rock, you should have bought more. Maybe more of a spectacle.
Dude, he's probably struggling too. Like, he hasn't had a song in a while.
His last hit was all summer long.
I mean, they still play that song
by a thread
every day.
Look, my whole point with that one is just that he's more relevant in the space, and there was multiple stations it would have been played on.
It would have been played on all of the same stations if it was Bob Seger.
No, Bob Seger's not played on country stations.
That song would have. If Kid Rock, that song is getting played, Bob Seger, that song is getting played.
If they're not playing Lil Nas X, they're not playing Bob Seger.
What's wrong with Bob Seger?
I'm just saying.
Dude, Bob's the man.
No, Bob Seger is the man. I heard, never mind. I don't even know that full story, even share it.
Yeah, don't bring Lil Nas X into this. Kid Rock's going to get pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he's probably the one. See, Kid Rock's got that much country pull. That's the reason why Lil Nas X.
I couldn't care less about Lil Nas X either.
What?
Couldn't care less about Lil Nas X.
No, but he had some bangers too.
He's got some bangers for sure.
Like even that one that was like straight up about like some like sus shit.
Yeah,
it was a banger.
Panini.
Not gonna lie. No, the one after was like a wild ass video.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the one
where he's
Jack
twerking
Harlow?
on Satan.
No, that actually is the wildest shit.
I've never.
There's
all
one,
I know is Billy Ray Cyrus has bars in that remix.
Oh my god,
Billy Ray
snap,
dude.
Snap.
Ride through a day with my Maserati sports car.
Dude, Billy Ray goes hard.
Billy Ray snap. Billy Ray, I'm pretty sure wrote all of like Hannah Montana shit too.
Billy
right?
Ray, one hit wonder. Yeah.
Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart.
That's a banger.
That is.
What is the? Help me think of this Little Nas X one though.
What?
I don't know, bro. I don't
Industry
know.
Baby,
Just like I don't know
Kid
Rock's.
Hum it or sing it. I know you guys never sing
Industry
it.
Baby's the one with Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And this one is for the champions. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I told you long ago.
That's a banger.
Nothing else was taking pole. All right, we're talking.
I couldn't list Lil Nas X's discography just like I couldn't list Kid Rock's discography. Don't care about either.
Yeah, no, it's a struggle for both of them for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like Kid Rock's made it a little easier. Because that's when songs. I feel like song titles.
I could name 4 Kid Rock songs, and I could name 4 Lil Nas X songs.
You could not name 4 Lil Nas X songs.
Panini.
Okay.
Industry Baby. Old Town Road.
Old Town Road remix.
Old Town Road remix featuring Billy Ray Cyrus.
All right, guys. When we come back, I want to talk about. I read a couple articles about the Detroit Lions trading up.
Yeah.
That I think is a stupid idea, but we'll discuss it. I also want to bring up trading back because I think that's something we actually might see. Some breaking news almost with that one. No, I had my eyelashes like in my eye. Ball with the ball. The dang. Tell us about Custom Health.
Custom Health Centers. If you're tired of being disgustingly overweight and out of shape like I am, you can get to Custom Health Centers and they'll help you out. Look what they did to our very own Ryan Ermanni. He went from Eazy Ermanni to be Eazy Ermanni, and you can do the same. All you have to do is call them at 844-789-8446. In all seriousness, though, Ryan Ermanni enlisted the help of Custom Health Centers and is down upwards of 18 pounds, and you can too. Again, call them at 844-789-8446. Call Custom Health Centers today. Let them help you lose some weight.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan.
Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals in town. Plus, they will beat all competitors by $5. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. Hottest bulbs, hottest deals, darkest tans. Your vitamin D headquarters.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Lil Nas X is definitely more athletic. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Sports. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spinball Rex.
What up, though?
Chris, JB Smooth.
5-star.
And as promised, time to talk about some foosball.
I gotta put this last one out there.
This is the last comment you got to put
the
in the
last
Sports
comment.
Chat? All right, well, why you type
Grit
that
said,
up?
talking about Kid Rock, he said, damn good special teamer. I said, emphasis on the special.
Yo, Kid Rock, you guys stay in the same state.
I don't care, bro.
You gonna come at you like a can of Bud Light, Skip.
I'm not scared of Kid Rock.
He's like, it's a younger me.
Yeah.
He's like, what happened to me?
What happened to me? I can't hurt you. You're my son.
He's rubbing your face.
My baby boy.
You're like, yo, Kid Rock's like Majin Buu. And you're like,
I'm Super Boo.
Yeah.
All right. We got to talk.
Yeah.
Enough Kid Rock.
JB's like another alternate Kid Rock. He's
Oob.
the rap one, the rap version of it.
Oob is the Boo when they remove his evil and he's a black guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's JB. Spike Lee is Kid Rock. All right. Another poll, if you will, Chris, because I want to know, would Detroit Lions fans rather Brad Holmes trade up in this draft or trade down? And I guess I want to open up the phone lines for this one too, because I want to know, like, given each scenario, why each one. Because I'm in the camp of like trade down. I feel like that's like the winning argument. I feel like you'd want more picks, more clips, more ammo in the clip for Brad Holmes.
Yeah.
In a trade down scenario, versus trading up for, like, let's be real about the NFL draft. As much as like we feel highly about a lot of these guys, they're sometimes guys that flop. Sometimes they fail as what they were supposed to be when they're a prospect. So I just feel like there's a lot more risk, and you're giving up assets to do so when you make the move to trade up. But trade back, it just makes sense, especially if you're in a situation where the three names that we had in the poll beforehand with Anthony Richardson, Jalen Carter, and Will Anderson are more than likely probably off the board.
Yes.
And we feel we like Calais Cansey. It's a little too early to take him at 6.
Very early.
I like Devin Witherspoon. The coach I spoke today said it's probably a little bit too early at 6. As much as like he thinks he's good and he thinks that Gonzalez is really good too, it's just they're not the same type of prospect as the J.C. Horns and Patrick Surtains and stuff like that. But where are you at with it?
See, I thought about this a couple times, and like, yeah, you want to say trade back because you want Brad Holmes to get more picks. You want Brad Holmes to get more ammo. You can bring in more players, but like, he's already got a lot of picks, and he's proven that he can get solid pieces, solid depth guys later in the rounds, later in draft. So wouldn't you like to see him swing for the fences to get that one stud that you could put in there and cement as, all right, this is a guy, like you did with Aiden Hutchinson, like how you got Aiden Hutchinson because he had the number 2 pick in the draft. You trade up and you get that stud that you're like, all right, he's going to be on our team for 10 years. And then we're going to move pieces around him. So you'll have another cornerstone piece on that team to go with an Aiden Hutchinson, to go with a Penei Sewell on the offensive side of the ball. And then you can move pieces around, do your Brad Holmes things in the later drafts to find guys that are interchangeable, to find guys that you can bring in, start, and have them work out like that. The only thing for me is that I don't know if that piece is in this draft unless it's Will Anderson or Jalen Carter.
Nice.
So trading up to 3 to hope Will Anderson is there, it's a hefty move. Hefty. Wimpy.
That's the other part of the equation too, and I'm glad you did, because I was going to say, like, can you put a face to like the pick at 3? You said either Will Anderson or Carter.
Well, I mean, if you're trading up to 3, it'd be for Will Anderson.
Yeah, unless you want to get ahead of Seattle, possibly.
Yeah, but
what?
I don't think you'd trade up to get Carter.
What was our phone number? 313-552-6322?
Sure.
I feel like that's it. Call in. If it's a wrong number, tell them to tune in to the Woodward Heavyweights. Hang up and I'll give you the right number. I'm in the camp of trade back. I thought about the Will Anderson stuff, and I was excited. Obviously, I did a mock draft, 2-3 weeks ago now. Maybe we do that again later this week too. But obviously, I took him in that mock draft because Will Anderson was saw as like the blue chip prospect, especially at the edge position in this year's class. But now I'm hearing again from like verified like sources, coaches, that's not necessarily seen that way around the league, and there is some questions about how he translates. And if because if he goes back to the weight that he played at when he was that he had that burst or the bend, it's at like 230, 220 pounds, which is like not ideal for an edge rusher. So, and I haven't even dove into that either. Like that was, again, fresh conversation right before we walked in. So I don't know, man. And I feel like Jalen Carter's the other piece of that I would like to select at 3 if I'd like to beat Seattle to him, or even the Bears. Obviously, we still beat the Bears at 6. Like I'll take that even out of that part. I think he falls to us at 6.
Yeah.
Like I truly do. Like
I do too.
Maz and I, we were looking at the salary cap before we started the show today, and like I don't know. I think it was Brad Holmes that we were talking about, or somebody else was. Oh no, I don't know who it was. It was Chris Spielman.
Okay.
And he was talking about like and this is like a wide receiver situation, but they were talking about the Eagles trading or drafting another wide receiver in the first round this year. And he was like, I just don't see him investing that much money into the wide receiver room. And I was like, damn, that does make a lot of sense. There's a lot of your salary cap allocated just like the one position group. Well, the Seattle Seahawks would be doing that at the defensive tackle position if they were to draft Jalen Carter. If you draft him at number 5, his salary cap is like $6 to $7 million. And this year's cap hit for Jamont Jones, before we started the show, Maz and I were looking at, was $10 million.
Yeah.
That's like $16 million, just 2 positions alone. Like you kind of obviously thought highly of Jamont Jones. You paying him $10 million this year. So that's I'm assuming he's going to be your guy. You have Boye Mafi. You probably want somebody else on the other side. But here's the other piece the coach gave me too with Will Anderson. It's like he told me it's the same role that Aiden's playing now.
Yeah.
Versus where if you got like a Tyree Wilson's more of like that traditional like lockdown end, I guess, somewhat of like Josh Pascal was kind of supposed to be, but Josh Pascal can obviously play inside too. So it's like it's not as much of a fit. So that, to me, like if the Detroit Lions are trading up, not me, but the Detroit Lions are trading up, I don't know if that it's for Will Anderson or Jalen Carter, because I don't know that everyone's going to be in love with them equally.
It'd be for a quarterback, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
And that's what you have to think about, because it would take less this year to move up to get a quarterback than it would, assuming that the Lions do what they do, assuming the Lions are who we think they are. They are who we thought they were. Like, assuming that the Lions have this great run where they're winning divisions, making the playoffs, they're not going to be close to that top 10 for a decent, at least for the rest of Jared Goff's time here.
You're expecting like late teens to 32 even, maybe.
Anywhere. So that's what Zaquan in the Woodward Sports chat says, is I'd rather trade up for AR. Go get your franchise guy. If you're trading, I agree with you that if you're trading up in this draft, you're getting one of those quarterbacks.
I agree. And I don't know that Brad Holmes wants to do that.
I don't think he does. I'd be extremely shocked if that happened.
The very transparent Dan Campbell says, yeah, we want to grab a quarterback to develop this year, but the debate that we're having is when. And again, I told you this yesterday too. My feeling is that like Dan Campbell is on the side of like drafting the higher end guy, the guy that's seen as a brighter talent, where Brad Holmes is the guy who wants it like later on in the draft. Because Dan Campbell, point blank period, called Jared Goff a guy who bought you some time.
Yeah.
A guy that's not going to be here forever. Like that's like out of your head coach's mouth. And again, and then following that up too with the interview with Tim 20man is like, yeah, we don't always agree, but we'll at the end of it we'll come to a consensus and we'll go with whatever that decision
definitely.
is.
And I've said multiple times, they're going to draft a quarterback this year at some point.
1,000%.
They said they're going to upgrade the quarterback room from what it was last year, and right now they have the same exact quarterback room they had last year. So they're going to bring in a guy. You've talked about Brad Holmes wants a young guy to develop. We've talked about different guys, a DTR, a Clayton Tune, somebody like that late in the draft, but. Would it be that surprising if they got one early? No. You have the flexibility to do that. You have the maneuverability and the draft capital to be able to do that this year. So I'm not sure exactly. Again, I don't think it's going to happen. I want Jalen Carter at 6, flat out. But Brad Holmes is a wizard, man. You never know what he's going to do. He's shown us both that he will trade up to get somebody, or he's shown us that he will trade up to get somebody that he likes. If there's somebody on the board there in the first round that he wants, he has no problem trading up to get that guy.
That's fair. Big Fox. Another thing too with I'm guaranteeing you the Detroit Lions are drafting a quarterback. I don't know if you guys listen. It's a boring interview, not much juicy stuff you get out of it. But Rod Wood, when he sat down and interviewed with the Detroit Lions media, the thing that slipped out of his mouth is one of the rule proposals from the Detroit Lions and from other teams too. But they voted on. They proposed themselves. Was the third quarterback, that emergency quarterback, if you will, to avoid the situation the 49ers went through.
Yeah.
How many quarterbacks in this team right now?
2.
So if this team is proposing a third quarterback strategy, and they only have 2, that kind of hints to them doing what?
drafting one.
It's going to happen.
Yes, it will happen at some point in this draft, 100%. There is going to be a quarterback taken off the board by the Detroit Lions. I don't know when it would be. Again, I don't expect it to be in the early rounds, but they're going to take one.
Now that's why I think so too. I think that they came to that consensus, and it doesn't sound like it's going to be quarterback, because in order to get a quarterback in the early rounds, they would just have to do exactly what you said, or actually what Zako said.
Why is Will Levis my boy?
Make the move up to number 3. I said Will Levis.
No, Grit says Will Levis is going to fall and Spenny's going to get his boy at 18. LOL.
Oh, because you said at 18 you wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind.
I don't think anybody would
hate
mind
it.
at 18, to be honest with you.
I don't.
Wow.
Ball with the ball. Bang. I'm good. I'm Will Levis. Don't jump the boogie. Will Levis is the upchuck of the boogie.
He is the
Instead
upchuck
of draft the
boogie.
cocaine, we're upchucking the boogie.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clear and concise as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you could take anything other than that. Like, it's obvious what I just said. Instead of draft the cocaine this year, it's upchuck the boogie.
And if you draft Jalen Carter at 6, you're balling with the ball.
Yeah, that's a ball-to-ball move.
And he's going to bang diggy.
Yeah, somebody's going to be a diggy, and he's going to bang to bang.
Yes.
She bang.
So you still trading up, or you just see the point of it?
I just see the point of it.
Yeah.
But you're right. If you trade up in this draft, it's to get a quarterback, and I don't think they're going to do that.
JB, you got anything on this?
No.
The ball.
I wouldn't trade back unless I'm getting draft capital for next year as well too. If you can finagle something out of that deal, then yeah. Otherwise, I'm staying there at 6 or trying to see if I can move up to, as Spencer said, get that star player that you really want at 3, which would be Will Anderson. But I honestly don't think there would be that much you'd have to give up. Of course, you're first, but maybe second and a third. I mean,
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. If we know Brad Holmes is good with drafting quality players later on in later rounds, then why not take that chance and that opportunity?
JB with the fire take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I've told you guys, I want to enter the Caleb Williams sweepstakes as much as possible. Give me more opportunities to grab that guy.
Bang to bang diggy diggy.
Bang to bang diggy diggy.
Yeah, if your ball is your ball and you're bang to bang diggy diggy, you're worried about upchucking the boogie, you might need Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions for real experts. They're professional technicians. Recommend safety and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and no Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800
Stay Out.
That's 1-800
Stay Out
right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Everyone knows what they want to tell. And the heart is cheap wine. I was headed to church.
I shot some Bud Light.
I was off to drink you away.
You sound like the Krusty Krab pizza. Rusty Gray, yeah, pizza.
It's the pizza
for you and me.
That's fire. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
We have the goated commercial breaks. Nobody.
Oh, for sure.
Nobody's topping our commercial breaks.
No one's topping our commercial breaks. Pause. Welcome back to Whatever It's Live on Sports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, my guy Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. Before we went to break, we were talking about the Detroit Lions should trade up, trade back, and part of that conversation was Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
I think we're all. I mean, are all four of us like Jalen Carter at 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Anthony Richardson or somehow Will Anderson are there.
You guys remember I spoke to a source.
It ain't gonna happen, Chris.
It ain't gonna happen.
It's gonna be Pill Levis.
Pill Levis.
Cosby.
Oh.
and Jalen Carter.
Wait, why is he Pill Levis?
I don't know.
Oh.
His name's Will.
Was it a slip up and you just went with it? That's a good recovery. So.
No, I just
yeah. Either way.
Nah, let's just start some dirt.
Bong digga bong.
You want some dirt? You want the scoop? So we talked about moving up to 3. Have you guys seen as of late the Daniel Jeremiah rumor about the Tennessee Titans wanting to move up to?
Moto likes him.
What? Daniel Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Why? Shut the f- Your ADD is wild right now. Hey, I
take my pills.
What'd you say yesterday? You know what I watched before the show?
Yeah, bro. I watched.
No, we're good. We're good.
Last week, made me cry at the end.
Jesus. I don't know how to bring this one back. What was I even talking about?
Daniel Jeremiah.
Yes, thank you. Daniel Jeremiah. Have you guys saw like lately how he's talking about the Tennessee Titans wanting to make a move for 3?
Yes.
Well, obviously, yeah, and I think we talked about this too. Here's another negative for like trying to make the move for 3. It is an ultra competitive spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like if it comes down to it, like we may see more return for the number 3 overall pick than the first overall pick went for. And depending on like whose eyes he's getting, some people look at DJ Moore as like an all-star or whatever, Pro Bowl, whatever type of receiver. I'm not in that camp. I think he's a very, very good receiver.
Ooh.
DJ Moore.
Oh yeah.
Because it's also a competitive spot they're looking for. So the Tennessee Titans don't have enough to compete to move up to 3. And so, the Detroit Lions have also made contact, confirmed, and I don't know when. I don't know I don't know if this is like a
contact is confirmed.
I don't know if this is like a this week thing or like when it was already rumored like a couple weeks ago. And I think I did see this a couple weeks ago, but nothing from like a verified source. And this one's obviously, you take this with a grain of salt. Detroit Lions have contacted the Tennessee Titans about Jeffery Simmons, defensive tackle.
Shit.
Would you take some Jeffery Simmons over a Jalen Carter and the number 11 overall pick in the draft?
And the number 11?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffery Simmons and the number 11 over Jalen Carter? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to pay Jeffery Simmons a bag, like $20 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing it. That would be game-changing because he is what you hope Jalen Carter will be. And he's already proven that he is that in the NFL.
Yeah.
That guy is a game wrecker. You put him on this defensive line with Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston, Romeo Okwara, Charles Harris, and Josh Pascal,
yeah,
John Kaminsky.
Yeah.
With that back end that we already talked about, that'll give this
big old back end.
That big old back end that'll give the Lions front 7 an extra second and a half because of their coverage skills. That's a 12-win team.
Oh, for sure.
That's a 13-win team. That is a guaranteed division championship.
I think a lot of people like that. If you go back to the ascend of the Tennessee Titans, like a lot of it was circulated around that defense. And yes, as much as like Derrick Henry was a factor too, like let's remember those games that they played without like an actual quarterback, or even with Ryan Tannehill at the spot too. That defense was holding like teams like the Kansas City Chiefs in check when they beat them that one year. And I think that was with Tannehill. Like the Tennessee Titans, like their defense is a force to be reckoned with. Part of that defense.
Oh yeah, a big part of that defense,
Jeffery
literally
Simmons.
and figuratively.
And so you have a proven commodity in Jeffery Simmons. We have, just like Coach JB said when he was on the show like past Friday, is like, that's a lot of investment to make in a guy that you haven't seen play in the grown men's league yet, which is very true. As much as we think Jalen Carter's going to be a stud, I still think Jalen Carter's going to be a stud without a doubt. But like, you have a proven commodity in Jeffery Simmons, and you don't have the off-the-field issues with that as well. Like you know this guy produces. And
you know he produces. You know this is the type of player you're looking for. Excuse me. The ultimate position to need on this Detroit Lions team, and you're filling it with an all-star caliber or a Pro Bowl caliber player. And people want to know your source. Are you able to?
No, I'm not. I can't
divulge that information.
But
tell me a break.
It was so the contact was made.
Source
per sources. And again, I didn't verify if it was like this week or last week because this was like a rumor weeks ago. Remember when people were talking about Ed Oliver and then this became a thing and it's like, okay, well this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And then here's like the piece behind it for like Tennessee Titans is like they want to grab a quarterback.
They want to get to 3. I've heard that from multiple people.
Correct. And if they can't get to 3, the plan is either to use and this is like from the source, like not the Tennessee Titans. So this is what he's thinking. It's like they're either going to use the draft capital from the Detroit Lions to then move to 3 and or just be in front of the Raiders so they could land that Will Levis or whichever quarterback happens to slip past.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The number 5 overall pick with the Seattle Seahawks.
What if they could like the Lions do all of that? Tennessee doesn't even get a quarterback because they all get drafted. And then Jalen Carter falls to the Lions at 11.
That would be wild.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. I can't see the Bears passing up on it.
No, yeah.
Well, here's another thing, too. Here's another situation. I can't see Jalen Carter making the pass to the Eagles. Like, Drew Rosenhaus, saying that he's only meeting the top 10 teams, to me, confirms that he's getting picked in the top 10.
Yeah, the Eagles are like, we're going to pick you if you're there.
Yes, and I get people want to make the big fuss over Jalen Carter, but being realistic, if we look at this kid's life as like a whole, from what we do know, those are the only 2 incidents. The speeding situation, like 4 weeks before the situation where his friend passed away. His entire life. No priors, like no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't a troubled kid. He put on the national championship team the year prior when they beat Alabama.
He made some bad decisions.
Yeah. And he's a kid.
He is a kid.
And think about when you were like that age too. You were speeding, doing stuff like that too. And I don't want to make this a Jalen Carter situation.
I made some real bad decisions when I was 21.
Exactly. And I just want to, and I'm not trying to make this again. I'm not trying to make it a whole Jalen Carter segment. But I'm just letting you guys know. Drew Rosenhaus coming out and saying we're only interviewing with the top 10 teams. The line seals at the Eagles for me, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. I would love the idea of Jeffery Simmons on the Detroit Lions defense.
I don't know if it comes with 11. I don't remember if he even said that part, to be honest with you, but if it came with 11 as well, that's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer. I feel like it would have to, like, because Jeffery Simmons, I mean, yeah, he's a great player, but he's an expiring deal, so that alone is not worth the number 6 overall pick.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Because you got to pay him. You have to a huge financial investment. So
yeah.
Maybe you give up another pick later in the draft, but I would almost 100% certainty say that it would come with 11 if the deal happened.
Yeah, Tennessee Titans are fairly smart, and they don't want to pay a quarterback that's carried by their team top 5 salary. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. But that's going on.
They did though.
That's a thing. So the Detroit, they did. He's actually currently the number 2 highest paid quarterback or per cap hit. He has the second highest cap hit.
Tannehill?
Yes.
Jesus, man.
Patrick Mahomes, number 1 at 39. Tannehill at 36, number 2. At number 3, if he signs the tender, is Lamar Jackson at 32. Aaron Rodgers with 31. Guess who's number 5?
Josh Allen?
Nope.
Oof. Jared Goff?
Jared Goff.
That's cap hit?
Yep, the 5th highest cap hit in the league. I know some other people may tell you that he's 11th or 13th, but just know, you Google this information and be factually correct. It ain't that hard to do. But Jeffery Simmons, Detroit Lions, has been discussed. I don't know if it's going to happen for sure or not, but I think they'll let you know, too, that they're for sure interested in the defensive tackle position, or at least Jeffery Simmons.
Yeah.
It's a little bit
that would be insane. They get Jeffery Simmons, they draft a cornerback, and then take, what?
Yeah, because at 11, what do you got at 11
Torrance
then, right?
At 18, or
whoever
you want 18.
He could really do it. I mean, Holmes, we're talking about seriously.
Could do anything you
even
want.
without making the trade, can still do whatever he wants.
Yes.
But that would definitely seal a deal where you're doing whatever the fuck you want.
I'm the Homelander. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
He is the Homelander.
He is the Homelander.
He really is.
We got to do. No, that's going to be our.
Yeah. Because you don't want to be Kid Rock.
No,
that's
I mean,
why.
it's funny too.
You got to be Kid Rock.
We were supposed to do that one a while ago.
I know. Maybe we'll make this one a YouTube chat poll. I'm going to put them all in there.
Yeah.
But then I asked this same source, so I was like, well, okay, because I want Jalen Carter. I like and you guys know I'm a big, like, numbers guy. Per contract or cap hit and stuff like that. So obviously Jalen Carter would be my preference, is having the same, that guy on a rookie deal. Well, then I was like, well, what's Jeffery Simmons in comparison to Jalen Carter? And he's like, they're pretty close.
Yes.
Like
that's what you want Jalen Carter to be.
Yes.
Is Jeffery Simmons.
Jeffery Simmons is a top 10 defensive tackle, if not top 5 defensive tackle. Yeah. Like when people talk about the Ed Oliver shit, that guy's like fucking 23rd, like 27th, like ranked dude. If you like rank him out, like. Jeffery Simmons is a different situation.
He's a dude, and he has the resume of providing impact.
Yeah.
And that's without a guy like Aiden Hutchinson on that line with him. So, I mean, he had Bud Dupree. He had, they had some good players, but
yeah. There's another linebacker, something long.
I can't remember his name. the Titans.
He got hurt this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
But that's, and I was being told too, like if it was done, it'd either be right before the draft or draft night trade just to see who was available on the board. Because obviously the Tennessee Titans are looking for a quarterback.
Rita says Simmons is top 3. No. The top 3 is solidified.
Top 3 defensive tackle?
Yeah.
Let's go. Chris Jones, Aaron Donald.
Quentin Williams.
Yeah.
That's the top 3. He's not better than Quentin Williams.
I don't know, dude.
He's not.
Look at, I don't know. I think they're kind of ready to be out there. I got Jeffrey Simmons numbers up. You look up Quentin Williams. Because I got Jeffrey Simmons coming off a 7.5 sack season this year, 8.5 the year prior, and 3 and 2 before then.
Yeah, Quentin Williams had 12 sacks last year, 6 sacks in 2021, 7 sacks in 2020.
That's a cold. That's
crazy.
Cold. That's honky. How can that ball with the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. But hey, 4th, 3rd. Hey, as long as there's an argument to be had there.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely.
All right, how about this?
Probably
Pass
top 5.
deflections for Williams. You got it up there? Because you brought this one up last time.
Yeah, he had 4 last year, 3 in 2021,
That's
3 in
good.
2020.
Simmons 7-6, the 2 past years. But yeah, Detroit
He had
Lions.
28 quarterback hits last year.
Jesus.
The dude is a monster, bro.
Jesus. Speaking of monsters, let me tell you about a gargantuan sandwich named Spenny, who's going to tell you about Big Boy, where you can get a gargantuan sandwich.
Oh, Big Boy. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I just be saying anything.
Because at Big Boy, Seafood Fest is back, so catch it while you can. Some favorites during Lent, like the shrimp Alfredo, shrimp stir fry, and all new fish sandwich. Don't forget the all-you-can-eat fish fry buffet on Friday nights. Go to your local Big Boy today and satisfy those taste buds.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Up Chuck the Boogie at Chili Peppers Tanning, where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5. $5. You can pick up one of their favorites, Australian Gold Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotion. ChiliPepperTanning.com, the Haas bulbs, the Haas deals, the darkest tans. Your vitamin D headquarters.
My balls is hot.
27 locations and more.
My bulbs is hot.
Ball with the ball.
Ball with the ball.
Chili pepper tanning. My bulbs is hot. Why'd you take off your shorts?
Why'd you take off your pants?
My bulbs is hot.
My balls is hot.
Hey! By the way, we will have a UFC fighter on tomorrow to preview the Israel Adesanya versus
Pereira.
Thank you. Alex. I couldn't think of his first name for some reason. Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodsportsCom. You guys haven't already, please do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. Leave us a 5-star review on any podcast platforms.
5
Much
stars.
Appreciated. I put the phone number in the Woodward Sports chat because I'm seeing some backlash on the Jeffery Simmons stuff, which I'm very confused by because about a week ago, there's a lot of y'all in this Woodward Sports chat. This very show talking about wanting to trade for Ed Oliver, who also wanted a contract.
Yeah.
That would have also... I mean, I don't think he would have gotten paid that. Maybe he does in open market because there's like high upside. It's only a second deal, but come on, dog.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. What are we doing?
Nick, that's such a fire
Can't wait
drop.
to see you on draft night, daddy.
Nicholas Duncan in Woodward Sports Chat says not paying anyone but a QB $25 million a year. And I have some news for you, Nick. The days of paying a quarterback only $25 million a year.
Yeah,
long gone. They're long. Daniel Jones just got $40 million, almost double the amount you're refusing to pay anybody other than a quarterback. Daniel Jones just doubled with $40 million, bro.
You're gonna have to pay Penei Sewell and Aiden Hutchinson $25 million a year when their contracts are up.
Think so?
Yes. What?
Wow. What was Tunsil's? What's his?
27, I think.
Wow.
Lane Johnson just got 30.
Get the fuck out of here. Lane Johnson's got 30? Yeah. Yeah. You know what, JB, actually, you pull that up?
Jamie, pull that up.
I need Spinny pregnant. Almost said pregnant. Present with me.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
I need Majin Buu Kid Rock present with me in this discussion. By the way, the phone number is in the Woodward Sports chat. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Like, you want to sit around and sit at 6 and hopefully wait for Jalen Carter to fall and or whoever else. Hopefully you're not talking Cansey. Oh, that's another thing confirmed by this source as well. Kalijah Cansey, not a top 10 pick in the draft.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 year, $33.44 million contract extension.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Penei Sewell is getting paid $25.
And he's a right tackle.
Plus. Yeah.
Penei Sewell is going to get a bag.
That's crazy. I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at it. He deserves it for sure.
He deserves it.
Hutch is going to get a bag too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's...
Yeah.
We still got 4 years on that.
Still got a 5th-year option on both them boys.
Yeah.
That's why some people tell me to take a Hendon Hooker in the first round. I'm not saying take a Hendon Hooker in the first round, but some people are saying take a Hendon Hooker in the first round. And I'm not saying at 18. I'm talking about trading back to 31 and doing it or something. Whatever. But I do want to hear from people in the Woodward chat. Dial up that number. Call in and tell me what the hell you want to do. But I'm all in on Jeffery Simmons. I'm sorry. I'm cool with paying that guy 25 if that's what it takes. And let's be real about these contracts. They're not structured in a way where he's actually getting paid 25 M's per year. At some point he does, but that's usually at the back end where you start to get cut or restructured, the same way you saw with Michael Brockers last year, and then cut the following year, the same way you saw with Romeo Quara this year. Like these contracts are backloaded for that very reason. You saw a comment that worked you up?
Yeah, that's...
Who was it?
Kevin Halligan. Sewell would probably take a discount if they extend him after this year or after next year.
Yo, this can't just be Lions fans that be saying that stuff.
Like,
Is it really
it's every hometown discount.
Yeah, like, bro.
No.
I remember being a kid too and thinking that shit.
That shit ain't gonna happen. Show me my money.
Think about how much of like an Iron Man Matthew Stafford was for the Detroit Lions. He was the highest paid quarterback under your
Yes, that's what happens.
That's what you do.
And Penei Sewell is gonna be, messing with that first team All Pro next year.
I can see it. I can see it for sure. All right. Moving on though. There are some additions currently on this team. Lots of them. CJ, GJ, Cam Sutton.
Yep. David Montgomery.
Yeah. And you posed the question.
Graham Glasgow.
Well, yeah.
Tracy Walker. Would you count that?
Jalen
Reeves-Maybin. Yeah. Huge.
And in some ways,
he's a great special teamer.
Jamison Williams is kind of like a...
Yeah, don't count that, though.
Yeah, you're right. All right, but what sort of the new additions? You posed the question if the Detroit Lions will have the biggest impact next season.
I think it's David Montgomery. I really do. I think he is going to be, if he can stay healthy, a 1,100-plus yard running back. He's going to score 10-plus touchdowns on the ground. Like, the guy can be a weapon behind this offensive line. We saw what Jamal Williams did behind this offensive line, and all due respect to Swag Kazakage, David Montgomery is a much better player than Jamal Williams. He is a much more well-rounded back, also with catching the ball out of the backfield and providing blitz pickup. I just think David Montgomery could have a special year behind this Lions offensive line in a Ben Johnson system. Like I said, we saw Jamal Williams go over 1,000 yards and have 17 touchdowns. Like it's not crazy to think David Montgomery can have a better year than that. Maybe not 18 touchdowns, but he's gonna go over 1,000 yards if he plays more than 14 games. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm mad that I let you go first because that definitely would have been my pick.
Yeah, that sucks.
David Montgomery. If you guys go to my Twitter right now, you know how much I hate the Bears. By the way, like I hate the fucking Bears more than anything else in this earth. Mm-hmm. Pretty close. Off the top of my head, can't think of anything else above them.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert's up there for you.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the Bears organization.
Pat Bev.
And you know, I want to say it's not personal,
Dickinson.
but it's personal. And it stems back to the Calvin Johnson catch and all the bullshit that Brandon Marshall used to talk to. But I pinned a tweet of David Montgomery making a highlight in a Bears uniform because that's how confident I am in this man being a dog with the Detroit Lions.
And excuse me, the Lions numbers got released. Yeah, for the new players. Do you have that tweet?
Yes.
I put it in Slack.
What is this?
The Lions numbers for the new players got released. The numbers
contracts?
they're gonna wear.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Everyone already picked the number already?
Yeah. So CJGJ is going number 2.
Number 2,
which is dope. Emmanuel Mosley's going to be 4. David Montgomery's going to be 5. Cam Sutton's going to be 6. And Graham Glasgow will be big 6-0.
Nice.
That was Darius's number in high school.
That's 69 is like 69. A 60 is just eating ass.
Yeah.
He's just straight up eating
Just
ass.
right in the hole.
Yeah.
But dude, 5 on David Montgomery, that's pretty hard. I like 2 for like
CJDJ.
If I could get like clarity that he's gonna re-sign here next year, I would definitely buy a number 2 CJGJ jersey. That'd be hard. 2 is just a dope number for a football player.
It is.
Everyone pretty much snags solo numbers. Jamcast said in the Woodward Sports chat. Jesus Christ. Well, speaking of the new additions, if I were to pick another person for I can't pick David Montgomery because you did.
No, you can't.
CJGJ. That's not even. That's an easy one. It's a layup.
Who do you think has more picks, him or Kirby?
Damn, that's a good question.
We'll save that for tomorrow. Find out next week.
Find out next time on Woodward Heavyweights. We got a phone caller?
Yep, we got a call for you guys. I'll send you Anthony right now.
What up, Anthony?
Anthony, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
What's
How
up,
about
man? How are you?
yourself?
Oh, it's Kid Rock.
Oh, not too bad. I just got, I guess, one little thing. Well, 2. First thing, Jalen Carter, totally Nick Fairley vibes. I agree. I believe you guys might have said something a week or 2 back. That's. I mean, you remember him coming out of Auburn, lit the world on fire, unstoppable force, all that. Gets here and just, he was Nick Fairley. I mean, you know what I mean? He wasn't a number 6 pick to me. You know what I mean? I know we didn't take him 6, but if Jalen Carter's anything like that I'm disappointed at a number 6 overall. But then, have we all just kind of given up on any chance of Levi Onwuzurike making a comeback? I mean, I know he was a beast in college. He was having this same injury issue with his back. If that's fixed now, I mean, is there any chance that he kind of fills some of this role that we're reaching for anyone and everyone to try to fill in this draft?
Yeah, I appreciate you calling in, Anthony.
That's a great point.
And
Great
that
question.
is a great point. Great question. I haven't personally heard anything about Levi Onwuzurike and his health status, but
Campbell say he's still in rehab right now.
yeah, it's
rehab's
tough,
going
man. When you're a 300-pound plus dude and you got a back injury, and your position is known for explosive movement into another 300-plus pound dude.
Yeah.
And
right
side to side, it's hard for me to say that he's going to be something you can rely on. Hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully he'll be healthy, but I'm not counting.
Right. Well, yeah, probably not, but hopefully, like you said. But anyway, that's all I had. I just wanted to.
Anthony, before we let you go, I have a question for you. Actually,
Yes.
given the Nick Fairley comp, would you be okay if the Detroit Lions made the trade with the Tennessee Titans and made the move for Jeffery Simmons and then paid him?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Jeffery Simmons is, I mean, you're talking elite, basically. So if you got to pay, you got to pay. But you already know what you're getting. That's a known product, versus taking someone in the draft and paying them, not near the money, but good money at number 6 that may or may not make your football team what you think he will. Yeah. Jeffery Simmons, he's going to make your football team.
Yes.
Just unreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would have no issue. I would have no issue trading back for Kancey and stockpiling some picks and maybe moving up for a quarterback next year. I mean, to me, that's
100%.
That's good business there if you can get someone to move up with you.
You're a good guy, Anthony. I like what you got to say.
Speaking of my soul, brother.
Appreciate you for calling in, brother.
No problem. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man.
Saying my life
That's a
with
good caller.
words, killing me softly. Yeah, that's a good call, Anthony.
Killing me softly.
Full-heartedly agree.
Yeah,
Full-heartedly agree with
he
everything
made
you
some
said.
great points. And I
Shout out
didn't
to
even
Anthony.
think, I haven't thought about Levi Onwuzurike in a long time. I hope he's good. I hope he can come back and play. But, man, I said, those back injuries with the thick boys, man.
Who predicted it?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't want to say it, but
did.
it was not looking good, man. Playing out as such. I don't know if we're going to see Levi Onwuzurike back, but
I am a fan of guys with big butts
So is Coach JB.
We
have another
we
caller.
got
We gotta
another
take a
caller,
break.
but we gotta hop to break real quick, and then we'll get back to him after break. But first, let me tell you guys about SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, because the Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, make sure you go to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Make sure you're watching WoodwardSports.com for our new show, Chompin' Puck.
He shoots! He scores!
With four-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty and Michael Gentry, Chompin' Puck is taking the Detroit hockey community and giving them a voice. Pros to Joes. You'll get the best Detroit hockey coverage around. Chompin' Puck. Saturdays 1 p.m. on WoodwardSports.com.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
What up? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. We're the World Heavyweights again.
That was cutting it close, too.
That was cutting it
But I'll
close.
say that
But you
live.
would still say it live.
I'd say that live.
Go ahead.
Nicholas Duncan, Kid Rock beat a guy down for talking smack before. Careful, peeps. I'd beat the shit out of Kid Rock.
Read him the accent you gave him earlier. Kid Rock beat a guy down for talking smack before. Careful, peeps.
I didn't say it like that.
No, that's the way I heard it.
Yeah.
And what you replied?
I'd beat the shit out of Kid Rock.
I'd beat the living shit out of Kid
Rock.
I would beat that.
Adjectives.
Oh, all right. I'd beat the dog. Oh, I'm saying I would, though. I'm talking shit for myself.
For sure.
Yeah, he'd probably whoop your ass for being real
okay.
about it. Yeah. Dude, he knows your every move. He's the same person.
Yeah, Bruce Lee would kick the piss out of you.
He's years ahead of you in your lifeline.
That's true. It's true, but he's
I know
past
every
his
move
prime.
he'll make.
What is it called in Marvel? What they call him?
A
deviant or
no?
Something else.
Fuck.
Variant.
Yeah.
Variant. Kid Rock.
Kid Rock's my white trash variant.
Yeah. he knows your every move.
My meth variant.
Because I'm great at left hook. He's the one who's gonna hit me with.
Yeah. That's why I'd have to just turn the brain off.
You're good at that.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Spinny's fighting. I watched something in Compton last week.
Yeah, straight out of Compton.
I watched Ninja Turtles last week. I thought it was great. I cried at the end.
I'll say. So we got another phone call.
Oh yeah.
Let's get to that.
Yeah, we got another call. I'll send you guys Chris right now.
Chris.
What up, though, Chris?
Do you think you could beat Kid Rock in a fight?
Oh, hell yeah. Easy. Come on, man.
I agree.
I agree, too.
I've
I
never
don't
even
even
seen
know
Chris.
you, Chris.
Yeah, you a dog
I
walk.
whooped his ass just because I could.
Yeah. Adult rocking this bitch.
Right.
Facts.
The rocking this bitch. Getting the people's elbow.
Man.
What up, though, Chris?
Okay, so, fellas, would y'all be upset with us, Tyree Wilson or Miles Murphy?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I wouldn't be upset, but I wouldn't love it. I think Edge is a position where we have a lot of guys that can move around. We've made the jokes, we have Tyree Wilson at home in a Romeo Okwara. I wouldn't hate it because, you can never have enough of those guys. You can never have enough pass rushers. It definitely helps, but it's not a pick that I'd, jump up and down for.
It's one that
Okay.
When you watch the tape on him, and I've only did it once. I lied about telling you guys I was watching him. I did, and I fell asleep. But if you watch the little bit of film that I did, he's the last one off the line each time.
Mm-hmm.
But he has all these traits.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna live up to them.
Wait a minute, which guy, Tyree Wilson or Miles Murphy?
Yeah, Tyree Wilson, and I like Miles Murphy too.
Okay.
It feels early at 6. I did see. I think it's Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd's latest mock draft today actually had the Detroit Lions taking Miles Murphy at 6. I don't know I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I haven't seen Miles Murphy slotted anywhere around that number in a long time. But the guy that I spoke to today, the guy who gave me the Jeffery Simmons news, he did kind of talk me into Tyree Wilson a little bit. Just a little bit. I wasn't necessarily sold, but he made a case where like there'd be a situation where he's the edge. You have Houston outside of him. Pascal or Kaminsky inside. The other end, you have Lee McNeil and Aiden in a third down package. And I was like, well, that's
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, because you have to like slide to the strong side there.
Slide to the right.
Yeah, and that gives you for sure one-on-one advantage with James Houston, who wins those one-on-ones. So there's that world. I don't know if I'm necessarily sold on it, but yeah, I mean, maybe. I couldn't be. If Brad Holmes made it, I'm assuming that's what he's talking about too.
Yeah. Right. See, and that's the thing. Like at this point, it's in Brad we trust, right? So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, but my thing is, I really don't think that would be the pick. But then, I mean, it has to be somebody unless you're going to trade back, and you're not going to take a corner at this point. I wouldn't think. Would it be a Gonzalez or a Porter or Witherspoon? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think 6 is a little. If you're staying put at 6, and Carter's gone, the pick is more than likely Wilson.
Yeah, probably so.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, appreciate you calling in, man.
Appreciate you calling in, Chris.
All right, fellas.
Thanks, brother. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't hate the pick if they do go Wilson or end up with a Miles Murphy, because you can never have enough big bodies rotating on that defensive line. But it's not a pick that I'm like pounding the table for. Because when we started doing, I watched Tyree Wilson tape. That was like the first tape I watched.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I liked what I saw. Like, he's a big dude. He's got some very good qualities to his game. You could move him around the defensive line, but again, not a piece that I'm jumping for joy if they get.
Yeah.
I'd like it, but I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean, today was like the first day I was actually sold on the idea, and I don't know if it's more so like sold on the actual idea or just that I have respect for like the person I was speaking to, and again, that the football knowledge. There's them and there's me. So like, if this guy's telling me that's a possibility, then I'm buying into it. It's like similar to Brad Holmes thing. Like if Brad Holmes doing it, then all right, you know more than me. You know, you gotta rock with it at that point. Yeah. I will say this:
got a kid rock with it.
You got a kid rock with it. You got to ball with the ball sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta upchuck the boogie.
I will say this though: at one point, I'm not even gonna do that. Actually.
What? No, say it.
No, I don't want to associate with myself.
Say it.
At one point, we felt this way about Troy Weaver.
Yeah, but Brad Holmes has a lot better of a resume. Like if Troy Weaver was getting multiple second-round picks that were ballers, then yeah, I'd be okay. Like I wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
Troy Weaver's landing 6th-rounders who are starting for you. Or I mean, Brad Holmes is landing 6th-rounders who are starting for you.
And
4th-round All-Star or 4th-round Pro Bowlers.
Brad Holmes also went 500 this year.
Yeah.
And speaking of Troy Weaver,
Pistons about to have the worst record in the history of the franchise
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil, we spoke of Troy Weaver yesterday.
We did.
It's crazy, man. It is wild.
It's pretty wild.
They watch the show. If it's not them themselves, they got people watching the show. Which, hello, hit the like button. Thank you. 5-star review.
Appreciate
maybe
you.
they listen to the show on all podcast platforms. We're available there too.
Let me get some tickets. Leave a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Dude, honestly, bless them with tickets. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, I saw.
We'll say nothing but good things.
I saw, first of all, shout out to the Lions for doing everything you're giving Kay Adams starter jacket. Why the I get it. She's a baddie and she's got a very big platform. So that's
hell yeah.
She's got a big old platform.
She got a big old platform. I don't know if she got a big platform.
Part 10 Tahoes on it. No, give us the merch. I want some. I want that starter jacket. Was fire. She's a Bears fan.
She's a Bears fan. You think she's ever actually gonna fucking wear that?
I understand. Like, yeah, she posted a video of it on her, Twitter, and she's probably got like a couple million followers or a couple 100,000 followers. But like, come on now, give it to the fans.
Jam Cat season tickets have you all way.
Give it to the boys.
For real though.
Send me a 3X starter jacket. I rock that bitch every day.
Send me one too. All right, I wear the same shit every day.
Yeah.
I'm like a fucking cartoon character.
Facts. Ash Ketchum in this bitch.
Real talk.
You know Spencer will. He rocks the same hat. So.
Yeah, it's true. It's the only hat that fits my giant head.
Confirmed. I remember you saying that before, but then when I was like...
When I tried to put on that other hat?
That shit blew my mind.
Yeah.
That your head was blown up that big.
I can't wear snapbacks.
Rip.
Like...
Wait, wouldn't you be able to wear it because like you could adjust it?
No, the one I tried to put on was a snapback.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, dude, I have a giant head.
You and K-Rock
This is a
got
Velcro
big ass
back.
heads, man.
And then that Tigers one
Uh-huh.
I have that's like the jean brim.
Nope, don't know. That sounds hard
I've
as
worn it a
fuck.
couple times. I'm gonna wear it on opening day. It's like a strap bag.
Yeah.
So
that sounds dope.
I can wear those and I can wear Velcros, but I can't wear snapbacks.
Wow.
I had 2 days. My mom bought me a hard ass Bad Boys snapback for Christmas too.
Does it fit?
No, I gave it to my dad.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Sorry. I mean, he was right next to me.
Pop's gonna wear it?
Probably not, honestly.
See?
I'll scoop that bitch for you.
I'm gonna get him a bottle of scotch or something. Make a fair trade. Do you want to save the Detroit stuff for a full segment? Or no? Do you want to jump in now? Introduce it and come back, or what?
No, we can. I think we can get a whole segment out of it, but yeah, we can introduce. We can read the letter.
Okay.
And then.
All right.
So
you guys know.
If you haven't heard, Troy Weaver addressed the fans in a written letter after the heavyweights called him out. Just saying. And this is from the desk of Troy Weaver. He says, "When I made the decision to join the Detroit Pistons franchise in June of 2020, it was with great appreciation and understanding of how much this organization means to the city, its fans, and all those who bleed red, white, and blue. I know the history, I know the tradition, and I know the urgency in which the fans want to win and see us move back up the ladder of the NBA's hierarchy. Our focus is aligned with yours, and from the top down, we have committed to delivering on that restoration process for you. Rebuilding a team does not always follow a linear path, and we experienced that this year with the injury to Cade Cunningham that forced him to miss a majority of the season. While that injury impacted the community of our team, it also presented an opportunity for growth from others. Overall, our players have overwhelmingly embraced the core principle of going to work and competing every night. We are in an excellent spot to upgrade our roster this offseason. We've positioned ourselves for another high draft choice in this year's draft. We have a favorable salary cap position, and we'll continue to talk with teams that evaluate trade opportunities as they present themselves. Make no mistake, we are disappointed with our record this season, but are confident that we continue to be on the right path to success. We appreciate your patience, trust, and loyal support as we continue this journey." Dude, the music in the background's killing me. It sounds like a presidential address. "You deserve the opportunity to celebrate this team once again as a fixture among the NBA's best, a bedrock of this city and its culture. We are partners with you in building greatness together."
How you missed the solo shot? What's wrong with you?
Went to a 2-shot.
You fucking I'm sorry.
So that was Troy Weaver in his letter to the fans. That was, dude, JV, that was beautiful. that was
call.
great.
Good call.
I almost broke character there. But it is pretty crazy that, heavyweight said he's on the hot seat. I said that seat hot. And then he popped out with the letter to the fans.
Chris started it all.
Yeah, you did start it all.
Now I'm responsible for what happens to Troy Weaver.
You are.
I'll take that.
You clipped you and everything.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, what is your response to his response?
To your response.
To your response.
My response to his response.
After this break. Well, let me tell you guys about Alta Equipment.
That was a dick move.
Over. That's called a tease.
Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. Got a big project coming up? Alta Ritz got you covered. Make sure you guys give them a call today. 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. We're the Woodward Heavyweights. And Chris Platty, the real Chris Platty, is going to have his response to Brad Holmes' response, his response, to Troy Weaver's response when we come back.
Uptime.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. Because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
I love Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Do you want a ball with the ball? Do you want the dang diggy? Do you want a diggy said the boogie said jump the boogie?
Upstart.
Up jump the boogie?
Up Chuck.
With the Woodward heavyweights? Downtown Detroit? At 3 venues? Come check us out, man. We'll be at Love and Tequila, Annex, and of course, Brass Rail. And don't forget that big-ass yellow tent you won't be able to miss us outside of, because we have a whole stage and everything. And if you guys seen any of the videos from last year, Evie's going to get it turned up. Make sure you guys head out down there. The party starts at 9 a.m. We'll be down there doing interviews, shots, all that good stuff. Downtown Detroit for opening day. Make sure you come stop by.
Uptime.
All right. Welcome back to the World Heavyweights. Make sure you guys hit the like button on Eazy, Spin More Rex, Chris, JB, all that good stuff.
5-star review.
5-star
podcast.
review. Yes. Like buttons. Thank you. All right. But either way, we're put our dicks on the table again. The GMs of this town,
they listen to us.
Listen to the heavyweights.
They hear the heavyweights.
The Calais Campbell to the Levi's. I mean, they actions follow suit when things are said on this show. Yesterday, Chris, the power.
We have the power.
Yesterday, Chris,
unlimited power.
He hit the pilot lighter underneath Troy Weaver's seat, and then you doused a little gas on it.
Oh yeah,
You said it's hot. Chris said it's warm. But Chris, you sparked it. You sparked the debate and why we put in the show prep. I don't know what you think of this response.
I don't like it. I don't want my GM doing stuff like this. I know some fans may want transparency, and some fans, when they're disappointed, we want you to hear that you messed up. Yeah, know what I'd rather him do? I'd rather him sit back, be quiet, be calculated, and make a great offseason. Get a great new coach, get 1 or 2 key contributors on this roster with that $54 million in cap space, bring back Alec Burks, and nail your draft pick, again, wherever it lands, because the lottery we don't know yet. But that's what I'd rather him do, is I'd rather him be silent. Like, we saw the Jeremy Grant trade, and remember, everybody freaked out. Oh, you only got that first. I don't like this. And everybody was immediately upset about it. Troy Weaver didn't say anything. And the next day or a couple days later, whenever the draft was, he then turns that pick into Jalen Duren. And now everybody loves that trade. So that's how I want him to approach it. I don't think I'm not upset that he did it, but me personally, I don't need you to say things aren't going as is. Because you know what? I'm watching this team. I see that things are not going as is.
Hey guys, if you haven't paid attention, things aren't going as planned.
Shit's not sweet around here.
It's just not good. So I don't really care for it.
Yeah. Man, you're like, I feel like you're kind of like, I don't want to use the word hard because I don't want to say positive, but you're kind of like, you're tough on Troy. You're really tough on Troy. I think
you're hard on Troy.
Yeah, you're hard on Troy, brother. But
hell no, brother.
Resume.
I think in the letter, this honestly feels like a response to like Chris yesterday.
Honestly, this shit is him feeling it. This is Troy Weaver feeling it.
It is.
That people are starting to question the gospel written by Troy. That people are starting to not believe in Troy 618. Like, he feels it.
Where'd those numbers come from?
It's like, that's what Bible things do.
Yeah. I just wanted to just like
Austin 316.
Lord Weaver.
June of 2020. So
there you go. Are you gonna do 323?
Weaver 620.
420, dude.
Like, but honestly, that's what it is. He's feeling it. Like, can you feel it? Can you feel it? He can feel it. Like, this shit's not sweet no more. We need results. I understand this season was a shit break, trash can after Kate Cunningham goes down. You can't expect much when the star of your team, the future all-NBA performer that we hope he's going to be and we believe he can be, is gone. He is the focal point of your team, both offensively and defensively. He is a guy that would easily add 15 wins to this roster. So I'm not tossing him in the bag for just this, but you look at that first draft pick, you had 3 first-round picks. None of them are really anything. Isaiah Stewart's the best one out of them, and he is, on a good team, the second big off the bench. So I need to see something else. I need to see drastic changes, whether that be in the coaching staff, whether that be in player acquisition, whether that be in draft picks, making something that is tangible and completely restores this. Because this can't happen again next year. If this team doesn't win 35 to 40 games next year, I'm going to be pretty close to the edge with Troy Weaver.
I think you guys are tripping like just a little bit, man. I mean, it's kind of the question I asked yesterday. Like, how long does a rebuild take? I think I give this guy some time. And just as he said in the letter, too, like, Cade Cunningham was hurt this year.
Yes, that sucks.
Yeah, you couldn't really expect much out of this season. You really couldn't. Like,
You can
especially
expect
with Cade
more
out.
than the worst record in franchise history.
Can you, though?
Yes.
I mean, the best player on this team is a rookie. Like, the rookies aren't taking you anywhere.
And why is the best player on this team a rookie? Because the original draft he had was dog shit.
I don't know about dog shit.
Dog shit. Killian Hayes is not a good player. Sadiq Bey got traded for a bunch of second rounders.
Dog shit's a
and
Dragan
Isaiah
Bender.
Stewart is at best, a rotational big man.
Still not dog shit.
That is dog shit.
You could say, no, it's not
3
dog shit.
first-round picks and one of them is playing minutes for you? That's dog shit.
But do you not pay attention to how the NBA drafts work? Half these guys are
Killian Hayes
bad
was
to
the
bench
7th
players.
pick in the NBA draft, and he isn't in your rotation if you're a good team.
That's how it goes.
That's dog shit.
That's not dog shit.
That's
dog
not
shit
something you should
It's
accept.
not dog shit. Dog shit's Dragan Bender at 4. That's
It's the
dog
same
shit.
thing.
It's not the same
It
thing.
is the same
It's
thing.
not the same thing. You still had value pieces that you traded for. You got James Wiseman, hopefully become something out of it. It's not the same thing at all. Dog shit's an absolute complete bust. Is Killian number 7 overall pick a stud? No, but
He's a
how
complete
often are the
bust.
number 7 overall pick studs?
Killian Hayes is a complete bust.
Again, I guess at one point, I did expect a lot out of Killian
Yeah.
Hayes. But again, given the NBA draft history, like, even guys from number 3 on, you don't know what the fuck they're going to be. It's such we talked about this 2 weeks ago watching Michigan State. It's like we'll see a guy who's like, damn, he's like out cold in college. Yeah. It's hard to translate that to the NBA game.
Well,
It truly is.
It's his job is to identify that talent.
It is
and
his
when you
job,
have
but
3 shots
I just want to go
in the
away from
first
the word
round,
dog shit.
and one of them is giving you somewhat decent minutes, or you project one of them to be a rotation player in your future out of 3 picks in the first round, your first
I just
draft,
don't want to use
that's
the
a
term
failure.
dog shit.
That is a failure.
A failure, yes. Not dog shit. I don't, that's the thing I want to stray away from that. On top of that, too, all right, you have the following year, Cade Cunningham falls in your lap. Isaiah Livers, I still believe, is a very good pick, a value pick for second-round guys.
Yeah, it's
second-round
solid.
guys usually don't even see the court typically. They usually flunk out a lot more than not.
Isaiah Livers is a solid pick.
Then he follows that back up with, okay, Ivy falls you make the pick. Some may question if it's the right pick. And then you flip back around, you grab Jalen Duren.
Yeah.
You grab this guy, Bojan Bogdanovic. Like, you had the pieces there, it's not completed yet because a big piece of that, the part of the offense was revolved around was Cade Cunningham, and he was hurt this year. I think we're a little bit like heavy with the hot seat and stuff like
But
that.
saying
because
the best player on this team is a rookie, that is because you didn't get enough good players in free agency, and your first draft has no sustainable success of NBA players.
Chris, tell me the stat about the negative cap they're in, or whatever the situation with Blake that you were talking about yesterday.
So they had, and I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but they had over max salary cap space allocated to players that weren't playing on the team. They had, it was 1 year it was $37 million, and the other year was, I believe, $42 million, if I'm correct. So that is talking in a salary cap where your salary cap is $120 million to now it's 135, but around that time it was 120 million. So 120 million, that's a third of your salary cap is dead money. Absolute dead money. You have nothing you can do with it. That is, again, no assets. We get all that. But I'm with Spencer on
You want the cherry on top of that stat too?
failure.
Small market team. A losing team. For another chair, you want 2 of them things in there.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a good situation to be in.
But
I'm just
Eazy.
saying you got to give this thing some time. I'm not expecting this, especially in Detroit, to be turned
But
around like that.
none of the results that we've seen from, like, you expected one of those 3 first-round picks to work out. At least be a good player for your team. I'm not saying a superstar, but a good player for your team. None of them are. Beef Stew, like, again, on a good team, Beef Stew is the second big off the bench.
I agree.
Killian Hayes is not on the roster on a good team. And Sadiq Bey is a role player who got traded for a bust in James Wiseman, who's having a pretty good resurgence. He's not playing great defensively, but he's shown that he can do something. And there is not enough growth of these players, so that's not all on Troy Weaver. No, but is sticking with Dwayne Casey on Troy Weaver to this point?
That part
that is another thing that is a.
But can I be real about that too?
For the watch.
I feel like, I mean, outside of them saying they wanted to compete this year, I feel like this was like Casey's like year to compete. Like this was his, like the following years or the previous years were like part of the tank, right? Like he's here now, and I'm steady trying to rebuild this thing, trying to get in the lottery and collect pieces from there.
Yeah.
I think Casey was just along for the ride. This year was supposed to be his year where Casey's supposed to show you something. Unfortunately, he lost Cade Cunningham, and now you're down to a situation where you got to make a decision. Like, do I continue to give this guy opportunity? I don't think it's going to be the case, especially if he's writing letters to the fans right now talking about, hey, this shit's not like, you know. Yeah.
I would be extremely, extremely surprised if Dwayne Casey was the head coach next season.
I'm just not expecting like this thing to be lickety split or turned around as fast, especially again given the injury to Cade Cunningham this year. I'm not warming the seat until I see what this pick is in this year's draft. Personally.
But here's why this offseason is so important. Because Troy Weaver has had a plan all along. We've always talked about this. We've always talked about how strategic Troy is. We even called him an apex predator in the summer when he went and got Bojan Bogdanovic and all the great moves that he was making. He has a plan, and his plan has built to this. He has taken this contract specifically structured to have all of this cap space this summer, and again, a higher draft pick than you thought, but that was obviously because of Cade Cunningham's injury, so no fault to his own. Mm-hmm. And now he has the coaching change on the horizon as well. So everything is at stake for him right now for this offseason. Yeah. The moves that Troy Weaver makes this offseason are going to define the next 3 years for the Pistons. And why you have to remain why that seat has to be warm too, Eazy, is because look at how quick the NBA changes.
It doesn't, though.
It really doesn't. It does.
It does not.
People are talking about today Luka and what's his future in Dallas. And a couple months before that,
we're talking about this is a different kind of change. This is a different kind of change.
The landscape of the NBA changes.
Yes, it changes so fast.
We're talking about a different kind of change. We're talking about being a bottom feed team, the team that had the number one overall pick to becoming a good team. That's not a quick change. It's never been a quick change. Ever.
Well, I mean,
even LeBron James, arguably, even Michael Jordan, drafted when they were selected.
The Cavs did it like three times.
The Cavs had the number one pick?
Went from a terrible team to a top 3 draft pick team to one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, like LeBron James would be the only example. Michael Jordan's not even an example of that. Like, you got to give this thing a little bit of time. Like, his seats.
I'm not asking them to be one of the best teams in the league. I'm asking them not to have the worst record in franchise history.
Without your star guy,
I'm asking them to be better than the Wizards and the Hornets.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm asking.
But that's not a realistic expectation of this team.
I'm asking them to have players that they've developed and gotten better, having draft picks that aren't the number 1 overall draft pick, which was an obvious choice. Name another draft pick that Troy Weaver has made that's like, yeah, he's going to be a great player. Other than Duran and Ivy.
2 drafts.
3.
Killian, Cade, Ivy. Who else came alongside Cade? I don't think we had. No, it was Livers.
Luka Garza.
So 2 second-round picks. The Cade was the only pick he had. Like, I don't.
Well, I mean, he's not shooting great on first-round picks.
This is gonna take time. I don't like.
Next year is a defining point.
I don't want. I still don't want to say that. To be honest with
you can't have those excuses next year because Cade
is
going to be healthy.
Excuses.
And no, like I said, I understand that is a good reason to be like, all right, give it some time, is because Cade was injured for the entire year.
Yeah.
But next year, Cade's going to be healthy. You're more than likely going to have a new coach. You're going to have a top 3 draft pick, and you should sign somebody in free agency. So if you don't do anything on top of that, shit's going to look real bad. It's going to look real Lawrence Frank.
Lawrence Frank. I'm ready for Casey to retire or do whatever the hell he needs to do to upgrade himself. Talk about Planet Fitness. We'll come back and continue this conversation.
Rita, Garza's not good.
Garza, no.
Let me tell you guys about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full-body workout in just 30 minutes of the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all this for just $10 a month, but how can you pull up to Planet Fitness and forget the perks? because with the black card, you get perks such as unlimited tanning, hydro massage chairs, total body enhancement, along with access to over 2,000 locations worldwide. So make sure you tap in club or online at PlanetFitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
You're about to be shell-shocked. The catch of the day is in. Big Boy Seafood Fest is officially back. Join us for some of your favorites like our popcorn shrimp and pike perch platters and our classic fish and chips. This year, we've reeled in some fresh catches like our shrimp Alfredo, shrimp stir fry, and our fish sandwich. And especially, don't forget about our all-you-can-eat Friday night fish fry buffet. Every day is a fish fry at Big Boy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Olafson, DC, the founder of the Custom Health Centers, and we've helped thousands of people learn how easy it is to lose weight and keep it off with our customized weight loss and body contouring programs.
With Custom Health, you don't feel hungry, you eat well. My name is Simeon Timbuk, and I've lost 71 pounds on the program.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
Get a shot up. This is for the win.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
What up, though? Welcome back to WoodwardSports.com. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy, my guy, Spinball Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris, JB Smooth. Joining along. We are, we're defending Troy Weaver. We're defending Troy Weaver against these savage human beings. And I have some context to give you guys, too. Devin Booker.
Yeah.
The guy you said you'd take over Cade Cunningham.
Right now,
yesterday.
yes.
Yes, right now, yes.
Yes, as a player to win a game right now, I would take Devin Booker over Cade Cunningham.
Chris agrees that sentiment as well. All right. Devin Booker drafted in 2015, 2016, right?
I'm not sure.
So let's count.
He was the Stanley Johnson draft, unfortunately.
So 15 or 16.
It was the Stanley
Maybe 16. Either way.
2015, 16.
Okay, so let's go. Let's give a timeline here then.
Yeah.
Because Devin Booker didn't hit the playoffs until 2021. Devin Booker also had DeAndre Ayton tagged along that too. So that's
a guy you said you'd rather
15,
pretty much kill yourself than sign a major contract.
16, 17, 18, 19, 21.
But also not
21,
a prospect
21.
heralded like Cade.
7 years. I'm sorry, 6 years.
Yeah.
Until he finally hit the playoffs. Was able to to show you something. Until we saw that team be semi-productive.
He was an all-star in year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Year 5.
Yeah.
Right. So we have Cade Cunningham.
He's averaging 25.
We've only had
3.
1 year of.
Yeah.
We've yet to see even year 2 of this gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just telling you, this takes time. And
I'm just saying, if you got at least one quality player out of that first draft, it would be a different story.
Michael Jordan. This is going the extreme route. Drafted in 1984. I'm looking at it now. And let me give you, hold on. He first made the playoffs in
86.
86?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 years. And that's the GOAT. Actually, hold on. Is it 86? 85 the following year. Nice.
85. Yeah, and they won 38 games his rookie year.
They won 38 games his rookie year?
They're 38 and 44. They're 40 and 42. He only played 18 games his second year.
Yeah, because of the foot.
Yeah, his third year they won 40, 50, and then 40. Like, I'm not talking about wanting that. I'm not expecting them to be this juggernaut right now. I'm not expecting them to be one of the best teams in the league. But they got 16 wins.
Yeah, the basement of the NBA.
Yeah,
is where they are.
And that's where they've been the past 3 years.
I guess what it comes down to is like, forward. And I'm not attacking you guys. But I feel like with this team, I've always had like realistic expectations of it. When the season very first started, while we thought Cade was going to be healthy, we had whatever the Vegas over-under was.
27.5, I think.
And you guys went with the over.
No,
I said
under.
Over. I said under. I apologize.
I went under as well.
I don't know. I checked the tape. I feel like you said over.
He did say under.
I 100% said under.
I don't know, man. I have tempered expectations for this because I know it was going to take time. Like, yeah, you may have like a prospect in Jaden Ivey that you like a lot, but let's be real about it. Like all NBA players take some seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Until you get the Final Four or something that's at least productive to like a playoff standpoint, or like a 38+ win season. Like I don't know, man. I'm just more patient than it is. Like even beyond like next year, I feel like I got one more year on top of that before I'm like truly like, okay, now something needs to happen, and that's with like not even knowing what this next draft pick's going to be.
Again, I'm not even saying they need to take this meteoric rise overnight, but I'd like to see steps forward. I'd like to see player improvement. I'd like to see more talent.
With the guy that's going to be your guy though, when he's missing in year 2, like you're not going to see a step forward in that situation.
And why is there only one good guy on this roster, or 2 good guys on this roster right now?
Because the NBA is just like that.
Because Troy Weaver hasn't drafted enough players that are suitable for an NBA roster.
But the turnarounds don't work that way. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now.
What do you mean?
It takes
can't
time.
draft good players?
You can give you a couple of drafts, because the NBA again is really hit or miss.
He's got 3.
It really is hit or miss.
And as of right now, he's got 2 rookies and 1 guy we think is going to be a stud.
I would give it to you this way.
Out of what?
Out of 6.
6 first-round picks?
What? Yeah. So he's batting 50%.
Yeah, out of 6 first-round picks.
Which is good.
You have 2 guys that you think are going to be good players.
But that's how it works.
And 1 guy you think is going to be a stud.
How about this? When's the last time Danny Ainge Celtics made the playoffs with KG in them?
Here, easy.
Before they flipped into like
I'll do homework for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll do homework for tomorrow. I will pull up Troy. We all know Troy's draft picks over the last years, but I'll put them side by side. Any of the teams over the last 3 years, from 2020, from that 2020 draft to now, and we'll look and we'll see. I'll pick a couple teams that have kind of been in the ballpark, same range as Detroit, and we'll look at Troy's drafting overall and make a decision on how he is as a prospect evaluator. Sound fair?
How about this? 3 years Troy's been here.
Yeah, and I don't give Troy credit for drafting Cade Cunningham.
No, that's for sure. Gimme. Yeah, for sure. Gimme. But I'm just saying, the gimme is give me some time with this guy. That's all I'm asking for. Like again, I want you to look at like stars in this league that we see now, and even Giannis. It took Giannis a minute to get there. It took the GM a minute to build a team around Giannis. And then the injury factor too. Like I just, it's too early to be talking about a hot seat for me.
Can I say that again? The seat doesn't get hot. Even if this offseason goes disastrous, usually given NBA basketball, you don't know that things are a disaster until 6 months to a year after they happen. Like, we could look back at this free agency and be like, oh, he got these players, and these players aren't even in the rotation in March, and the Pistons have 22 wins. That's when you'll know. So, like, when I say the seat is getting warm, it's not that he's getting fired this season.
Apollo says Troy Weaver
next
report
season.
card. Oh, I'd give Troy Weaver a C- right now.
C-? Come on, bro.
I'm higher than that.
What are you gonna give him?
A C+. All
right, so that's not. Come on, bro. That's not that far off.
Yeah. I would honestly say a B-, and here's why. I think the last 3 picks, again, Cade fell to you, sure.
Yeah, he didn't fall to you.
But
you had the number 1 overall pick.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you had the luxury of getting Cade for sure. But Ivy and Duren, I think, were great picks, and I'm very confident in those picks. And also another thing that I think Pistons fans are really underrating is the signing of Jeremy Grant, because that was a signature move by Troy. Again, Jeremy Grant is not a top 25 player in the NBA. But when is the last time the Pistons got a free agent like that? Troy Weaver has shown that he's able to get a decent caliber free agent, one that we haven't seen in the previous regimes, to come to Detroit and commit to Detroit.
I mean, Jeremy Grant wasn't the player he was now before he came to Detroit. He came to Detroit and showed the league he could score 25 a game.
That's fair.
Nobody knew he could do that before he got here. You had thoughts of it, but he was a 3-and-D guy in Denver. He wasn't a top 50 player in Denver. He was a good role player. You signed a good role player that you had faith in, and he turned out to be able to score 25 points on a bad team. There's a lot of players in the NBA who can do that. Sadiq Bey dropped 50 points on a terrible team.
I agree with that, but I don't think it's some pushback,
resetting the free agent market of Detroit caliber move.
No, I don't think it reset the whole market, but I think that's a step in that direction, a big step. And although Detroit was probably the highest on Jeremy Grant, there were other teams that were very high on Jeremy Grant too. So let's not just act like Detroit was the only team that just took a shot on him. They were the team that took a shot, but there were other teams that were interested in him and thought he could be a high level player. So I think that, and then again combined with the last 2 drafts going well, I think he's been an overall a B-, and I think things can quickly change. I think it can change from an F to an A because that's how the NBA works.
It's not how the NBA works, man.
Yes, if he nails this offseason, his grade can be a B+, A-. If he fails this offseason and signs a bunch of players that aren't good and don't last in the rotation to 3-4 year contracts, and Detroit is then again in a similar situation, then all of a sudden it becomes a D- or an F.
So for me, why it's a C-, because I don't give him like points for drafting Cade Cunningham. That was the obvious choice. Any of us would have made that choice. Cade Cunningham, obviously I'm happy we got him, but that was more the lottery's help than it was Troy Weaver making a shrewd move. And the Jeremy Grant contract that you're giving so much love to is canceled out by the Marvin Bagley contract. Because that's equally as bad as the Jeremy Grant contract is good.
That's fair.
It didn't feel as bad until they went and got Wiseman. And I was like, what the fuck you doing?
All the reclamation projects, the Wiseman, the Josh Jackson, the Okafor, the Frank Jackson, like it gets old after a while.
I agree.
Like sometimes you're gonna have to make them. Like I liked the Alec Burks signing. Yeah. I liked the Bojan Bogdanovic signing, but
and I get like the Cade thing's a gimme, but you gotta also give him time to put pieces around him and see what he is. Like we want to know what sophomore season Cade looks like. Yeah. And you couldn't expect much out of his rookie year.
I think Cade's gonna be an animal next year. Yeah. I think we're gonna have the healthiest Cade that we have since high school, and he's gonna put on a show. And I think if you do that, along with getting rid of one of those front court guys, whoever it is. I mean, obviously not going to be Duren, but one of the three between Stu, Wiseman, and Bagley, you got to get rid of one of those guys, at least one of them.
And it's going to be tough to get rid of Bagley, too.
Yeah.
I think that's why Wiseman's starting right now.
So it's probably Wiseman.
I think so, too.
Because you can't have that logjam there. You need Duren playing starter minutes at all times.
And Bagley's a bad contract right now. You're giving up an asset to get rid of it.
Maybe they traded for Wiseman as some insurance. All right?
Insurance.
If you guys want to trade for insurance, if you just call up my
Tell
guy
us
Mark
about insurance.
at Swiss Insurance. All right, hit him up right now. Guys, it's simple. Send him an email about what you think. Send him your report card for Troy Weaver. I double-dogged this in a screenshot. We'll put it on the show tomorrow. Email Mark at Swiss Insurance, SwissINS.com. Mark at SwissINS.com. Your Troy Weaver report card. Send it to us. We'll put it on the show tomorrow. He needs to know that people will see him in his email. All right, help us out. We'll put it on the show tomorrow, discuss it. Give your whole, whatever take you want. Send it, screenshot, send us. We'll read on there tomorrow. We'll be right back. I'm going to talk this Wiseman and Duren stuff, too.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
The Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights final countdown. As it seems that went by quick. Things got to get there about Troy Weaver. Look, I'm just down to give him some time.
Yeah. All
right. I got Zyke on the Woodward Sports chat telling me I don't know ball. I don't know where that's coming from.
I'm not saying fire Troy, but
yeah, I'm just not even like warming up the seat.
If next year they have a bad season, he's on the hot seat.
They're gonna have a bad season next year.
Not like I'm not saying
specify
super bad. If they go under 30 wins
bad.
Next year,
if
they have under 30 wins next year, he is on the hot seat.
With the healthy Cade?
With healthy, yeah. If everybody stays healthy,
yeah,
and you get a new coach. But if you don't get a new coach, then he's immediately on the hot seat.
And that's what I say. Like that's where like the seat gets a little warm for me, is if you don't get that new coach.
Yeah.
And I get maybe Troy's forced pressing the matter because this is a discussion we wanted to have like 2 days ago now, but the Wiseman over Duren in the starting situation, although I see that Duren starting tonight, which was dope.
Yeah.
But this has been a constant.
Who are they playing?
I don't even
The
know.
Magic, I think. Or
But a characteristic of Casey's always been like playing these veterans over the young guys that you feel need minutes to develop. I don't know if it's like a confidence thing, but no, it wasn't even that. It's always made no sense in a lot of these situations where Casey's starting these veterans over the young guys that you want to see get their experience.
Yeah.
He's doing it again with Wiseman. Now, is it per Troy because you want to give Wiseman some trade value? But then does that mean you're keeping Bagley because you can't trade
I don't give a shit about these last 12 games or 20 games, whatever it is. Those
They're
don't
playing
matter
the Heat, by the way.
The Heat.
The
Okay.
Heat. Oh, they're getting
Those games
smacked.
do not matter to me.
Unless the Heat are just chilling.
I think we beat the Heat once this year. I think that was one of our wins.
I don't know. I remember that. I think it was Cade's last game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Heat game. He had a bad Heat game, but whatever. Injured. I don't know.
If they have a healthy team next year and a new coach and they don't win 30 games, shit's not sweet no more.
That's when the seat gets hot for me. Is I'm not going to say hot, but warm.
Hot.
If the Casey situation is not addressed this offseason. I get that like this year was supposed to be his fair shot, with a healthy Cade Cunningham, but like I've just seen enough at this point.
Yeah, you just can't. You can't roll this out again.
Yeah.
Like I get that Casey is not at fault for Cade Cunningham's injury, but he has not shown enough this season to warrant give me a shot with all the guys healthy. He has not.
Yeah. That's all due respect to Dwayne too. We've had him here in studio. Was a super nice guy. Like was OG, giving advice
cool
and all that
very
good stuff
nice
like that
guy,
too. But like
it's a business, man.
Yeah.
This is a business, man.
Plus, again, I think Chris has pointed this to a couple times. I think we all have. I don't want to miss out on a candidate like Ime Udoka. As much as I don't really believe like coaching is too much of a thing in the NBA, especially nowadays with player empowerment. But like,
then why is Dwayne Casey a breaking point for you if you don't care about coaching?
Because I've literally seen him just make shit decisions. Like I believe in bad coaching more than I believe in like good coaching. You know what I'm saying? I can see a coach holding a team back more than I can see a team or a coach like helping. Because at the end of the day, it's a talent league. We've seen David Blatt go from taking a team to the finals to being fired and not even given another chance in the NBA.
Yeah.
We've seen Tyree Lue, win the championship to like
but those two involve LeBron.
Yeah, and Tyronn Lue's a pretty good coach.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson.
I'm with you.
Mark Jackson's for different reasons.
So
there's a bunch of like rotating
Mark
door
Jackson doesn't have a
situations.
job right now for different reasons, not his coaching ability.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
Just that their coaching matters in certain situations more than others. Like when you have a guy like LeBron or you have just a top 5 player, a Giannis, a Jokic, like I don't want to disrespect those coaches, but their value is less than a team that doesn't have a star, that is just a bunch of guys coming together.
League.
Yeah, 100%. So I think that it's unfair to use David Blatt and Ty Lue when they both literally had LeBron. But you're right.
Luke Walton.
You're right.
Luke Walton was undefeated with the Warriors when he was like the interim head coach. Then he gets his own opportunity with the Kings. I mean, dick.
Team
fired.
was good.
Gone. Like it's just
it's
a talent-driven league. If you have talent on your team, like you're gonna win.
I agree.
If you don't, you're not.
Rita, Mark Jackson doesn't have a job because he's too
Religious.
preachy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is what NBA circles say.
He's like me. He gets drunk. Is like
he's like drunk Eazy the entire time, like 24/7 drunk.
He spoke
Eazy.
to me and said he needed to shoot the 3 more.
Yeah. And modern NBA players don't vibe with that.
Yeah. They got millions of dollars. They're young. They want to be in the booty club.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to feel shameful about it.
They're not going to
Trying
church
be proud
on
about
Sundays.
it.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
Supported a single mother last night, Coach. Give me a break.
I was doing the Lord's work.
I was doing the Lord's work last night.
Put the kids through college, man. But
Stackhouse of the Pistons.
No.
Head coach? No.
Give me Udoka.
I want to prove. I'm more.
Is that Dan Campbell? I don't care about the head coach, man. I'm telling you, I want talent. It's a Dan Campbell revival tactic.
Well, you
right
don't
there.
want Casey, so who do you want as his replacement?
Jerry Stackhouse.
Based off what?
He's coaching right now, ain't he?
In college.
Doing a good job, ain't he?
Not really.
Thought he was doing a good job. Are you sure?
Yes.
Can we look up JB? Can you pull up his record? I think
He's
Jerry
at
Stackhouse is
Vanderbilt,
a
I'm
really
pretty
good coach, and he signed my head.
He did sign your head. Again, Stack is a very cool guy.
Yo, I love how off camera. I think no, this was off camera.
Yeah.
kept it real as fuck about that math series.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that was some baby bag bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop talking about that.
Yeah, Stack is a very cool guy. Stack is a very cool guy.
He also said that was the first set he's ever signed.
I wouldn't hate it if they hired him, but I'd much rather have Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's my number one target for Pistons head coach.
Under 500 win-loss record, 61 and 69.
But
cut his mic.
That'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward.
He's got no talent, all right?
Make sure that's his fault too. He's just a recruit. Make sure you leave a 5-star review on any podcast platform where you listen to us. Drop a like, share the video. For the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy, Chris Platty in the TD booth, JB Smooth on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
I'm Chuck the Boogie.